go.
Listen to you.
What's up, gamers? We're back. You guys want to know something crazy?
What?
I almost just turned off my computer by accident.
Oh no! That would have been.
No. Out of I don't know what it was. It was like habit or just like muscle memory.
Range
Like popped in,
control.
and I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna go turn off my computer." I actually went over to the power button.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hey, at least I'm not kicking my power cords, okay?
Yeah, I got excited, okay?
Quit kicking your power
Me
cords.
too.
I can't believe you guys are over here kicking your feet.
Damn, you don't kick your feet?
Kicking your feet like
Yeah,
a
like,
kid.
please don't kick your feet.
Maybe I
You don't
wanna
get
kick my
giddy?
feet, huh?
You
Maybe I
get giddy
don't
with
get
glee?
giddy.
Yeah, my feet don't touch the floor.
When is it my turn to be giddy? Betsy!
Damn.
I'm sure.
No.
Betsy knows.
You know too.
Yeah, imagine being short. Imagine being short.
I'll need to imagine that.
You're right, you don't.
Yeah, imagine being tall.
I don't have to imagine. It's great. It's great. I love reaching top shelves
all the way.
with no problems.
All the way to the top.
Yeah, yeah.
I also think it's
not
funny
even special.
it's also fun to you do the good old cartoon bully where you hold something up high and people can't reach it.
And then your kneecaps are exposed.
Your kneecaps are exposed. Go ahead, take them. Put them out of their misery.
Actually, I do like being short, so I actually really am happy with my height.
Me too.
Wait.
Yeah.
But anyways,
It wasn't, but it's fine now.
Who are we?
who are we?
you people?
I am short king DM Jen.
I can say that with Loomis on top of you. Loomis the short king. Let's go.
Isn't he? No.
I don't think
no.
he's short.
Right?
What?
I don't think Loomis is
Isn't he?
short. Isn't he pretty tall?
All right.
Loomis.
He looks tall.
Yeah, he's taller. I actually don't really wrote down what his height is, but I think he's like average elf height. So
Tall.
yeah, he's taller
tall.
than human. So
Average height is my height.
Definitely at least taller than Makari and Jaren.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I
think
think
for
he was taller than Sterling too.
I think so too. For some
Taller
reason,
than
I think
Zoe.
he gave
Zoe.
us. I think he
Oy.
gave us his height at some point. I think he's taller than Sterling. but
I
shorter than
forgot what
Zoe.
his height is, and if I wrote it down, I forgot that I wrote it down. It's lost now.
That's fine. In our hearts,
Like a
he's
top
tall.
one.
He's tall.
Yeah. That's my husband next hurts.
All right.
I am Betsy. I'll be playing Makari. Find me on Instagram at Betsy.
Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm playing as Sterling, and you guys can find me at Shenanigans Arts pretty much everywhere. Can't escape me.
Hello there, I'm Miata. I'll be playing Zoe, and you can find me as Mew Ninja on some things, sometimes with an underscore.
I'm Natalie. I'm playing Jaren. You can also find me as with the Nat, also with underscore sometimes. On most things.
I'm Lily. I'm playing as Cyril. You can find me at Chacha Lattes at Instagram, Twitter. Yeah.
Yo. Alrighty. Recap time. Believe. Kneecap time. Last
Kneecap?
time last time we left off, I believe the party headed back after resolving the Lula situation and decided to investigate her room, finding some, I was about to say sterling eyes, but those are asthma eyes, and a journal talking about the recipe that she had been editing from this mysterious figure, Miss E, in making a particular concoction to bring out fallen Asmars and their necrotic shroud out. And also heavily hinting in getting Sneesaw's sister dead, potentially. But also the party decided to go into Sterling's Dreamstick after investigating Lula's room. So, and they did some stuff in there, which we still have to do because I think we followed in little bunny guy through a cemetery, and we saw the edgy Sterling, his edgy child's half.
Yes.
And he was fixing up some stuff, but he dipped before you can kick the party out. We followed Little Bunny to some catacombs, and that's where we found Sterling listening to some pretty mean voices, and that's where we left off last time.
He's
So,
having a grand old time.
Yeah.
He's having a great time.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's where we pick up as the party sees Sterling in the dreamscape.
I'll reset the scene since we kind of
Yeah,
we're trying to
have,
end it pretty quick.
Yeah, you have the descriptions. That's what I was like. I was like doing this. I'm like, wait, I don't have the descriptions for this, so
I'm taking over from here.
She's the captain.
I've grabbed the captain's hat for just a little bit longer. So as you remember last time, you guys were journeying through an area reminiscent of the catacombs, and we're following this little snow bunny hopping along with a little bag of herbs in its mouth. There's the blue braziers that would light themselves and unlight themselves as you guys were walking through the catacombs, and you guys come across an open doorway with a very odd scene as you guys kind of are peering in from the outside of the room. There's a candle set on the ground a few feet in front of you, inside of the doorway. It has a very odd black inky flame emitting a gray light. You see a young Sterling covered in a thick layer of frost sitting in the middle of the room facing away from you. And protruding from the candle are many different shadows dancing along the walls of this room. And the room itself looks quite a bit like the room that you guys found Sterling in the catacombs underneath Waterdeep before. And these shadows are all very, very rowdy. They're all talking at once, and it's an amalgam of voices, some familiar, some not. Some silhouettes familiar, some not. And they're all yammering away, saying things to Sterling, and he is actively arguing against them. And before we fully get into things, if any of you would like to tune into a specific voice, you can each choose one voice to kind of try to focus in on. And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of voices from this coming out from the shadows in this room, including every single person in the party, including Heath. There's Loomis and Lola. There's let me see. I feel like you guys would recognize Yuri's voice. I feel like she has a pretty distinct voice. She's there too, and Holly, Calvin, and I, and the Wishmakers. And then there are several unfamiliar voices. One of a young woman, one of a middle-aged woman, one of a middle-aged man, and one of a young man. I'm just gonna go down the line. Let's start off with Bakari. Would you like to tune into a specific voice or not?
Yeah, first she wants to hear what he thinks she would be saying, like hearing her own voice first, because that's probably what she's gonna pick up first.
Yeah, into Makaria.
Yeah, you know.
All right, you kind of listen in a little bit more carefully, and you hear your own voice saying, "You knew from the beginning, yet you continued to delude yourself in some pathetic attempt of shielding yourself from the truth. We're merely transactional, nothing more. The second you're no longer useful, you'll be tossed aside like the garbage you are."
What does Makaria think about that?
She's like, "Yeah, that's pretty true."
She said that to agree with it.
No.
She's really good. Yeah.
Damn, my
Just
thoughts
that
out loud.
she's thinking that it's all like, is that what he thinks of me?
Alright, Zoe,
Oh
would
my-
you like to tune into a specific voice?
She's like,
She's I think since she wants to like figure out more about Sterling to better understand and help him, perhaps she's gonna try and find one of, I don't know if there's any other of his voices of his selves, question mark.
There's no voices of himself, but there are a few unfamiliar voices that you're not quite sure who those are.
Based on things I've heard about his past, could I infer one of them might be one of his like childhood friends?
You would
That
probably
still
be
wouldn't
able
help me.
to
That still
infer
wouldn't
that
even
there
help me.
are two like semi younger adult voices that are
Younger
unfamiliar
adult.
to you.
Okay. Let's see. Do they have any particular kind of tones or emotions to them from what I can kind of make out?
One is a bit more one seems a bit more harsh. And that's the young man. And then there's another one that feels a little bit more guilt trippy, and that's the young woman.
Okay. I think for Zoe, she's gonna go towards the harsh voice because it's something she recognizes from her past too. So she's gonna go towards that one.
more harsh?
All right. Listening
Harsh.
into the young man, that's an unfamiliar voice to you.
Sorry, the young man.
You hear him say, "Do you think any of them actually see you as a friend? They tolerate you for now, but soon enough they'll all realize you're just in the way, holding them back, burdening them. They'll realize all of it is your fault."
Ooh, who he talking to like that? That's me, of course. Zoe wouldn't say it like that at all. She's wondering though.
Cheese me.
She's saying, who said that? She got her fist up.
Yeah. Or maybe
Like
like her
how it
lips will start to pull back in a snarl slightly, maybe. Depending on who it is. We'll see if they deserve it or not. Probably not, based on where
Which
we
shadow
are.
is this? Which shadow?
Alright, Jared, would you like to listen into a specific voice?
Yeah. Are we only allowed to listen to one, or are we like gonna swap over like after we listen to like the unfamiliar ones?
That's a great question. I wrote them all out just in case. I was giving everybody at least one.
Because I want to
go
hear.
sit here. We're all gonna sit here listening to
You
it.
guys want
being
to
like,
sit and
yeah.
you guys,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you
We
guys
don't want
can
the
if you want to.
We don't want the cheese man.
You guys want all the cheese man? You guys want all the edgy, dark,
Yeah, I want all the lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll just sit down. We'll sit
Sure.
next to Sterling and just listen
We want
in.
all the bad
Sure.
intentions.
Yes.
We're in Sterling's twisted mind.
I feel like we're like approaching him slowly as we hear these voices.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wrote them out I wasn't sure like how much time we'd be doing for Sterling's Dreamscape, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna
Okay.
just write them all out and we'll see what happens. So I guess you guys can all choose which one you want to listen to first, and I guess I'll read the rest of them.
Once after it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. So who do you want to focus on first, then, Jaren?
Give me the young girl voice.
Young, or it's more of a young woman. It was a young girl.
Young-
Alright, give me Willow, okay?
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wonder who the young woman would be.
I wonder.
I was right. Yay.
Well,
No,
there's another
looking.
woman.
When you see the shadow that this voice is coming from, it actually is very similar to the silhouette that you saw of the statue of Willow in the graveyard of guilt.
Aw.
And
Stop.
she says, she says, that wasn't me, you know. That whole thing was a lie. As usual, you were being manipulated. I still blame you. I blame you for all of it. I'd still be alive today if I'd never met you. You promised you'd save me and you failed. That's what she says.
Oof.
I was about to agree with the first part, and then she said the second part, and I was like, hang on.
Oh my god.
Herb.
They had me in the second half. I'm not gonna lie.
They had me in the first half. They had me in the first half. She said,
Oh, shit.
that wasn't me. That was, that was a fake. And I'm
Why
like,
did I go straight to
oh,
the
I can see
second
that.
part? My bad.
Oh my god. Alright, Sarah, who would you like to listen into?
Well, so Sarah will listen to herself first. So I will listen to myself.
Alright,
Yes.
listening into your own voice. You hear, you've proven him right, you know. The words my brother said, they really are true. You bring nothing but death and ruin because of who you are, what you are. Not even a mother could love something like you.
Oh my god.
God damn.
I can't believe
Damn.
he's just lying to himself the whole time. What the frick?
Alright,
Is Jerry
Loomis!
saying that?
Loomis, who do you
Loomis.
want to listen into?
So DM Jen wants to listen to Heath, but Loomis would probably listen. He doesn't know what he sounds like, so
I
he's probably
know.
gonna listen to himself.
Listen to Loomis.
Yeah.
Okay, Lewis, tuning into your own voice, you hear yourself say, I should have kept my distance. I should have known. Everyone who gets close to you always gets hurt, dragged into your issues because you're too weak and too much of a coward to deal with it yourself.
I don't say that. Loomis goes, that
Everyone's like, what is he?
What
What?
the
Why
heck?
does he think like that?
Loomis just is looking real confused, being like, Ollie. Ollie would
Yeah,
say
this is
that with
really
my
insulting.
voice.
Like,
I
Oh,
know.
that's true.
It's probably Ollie's fault. Again.
There's two Ollie's voice in there.
Oh yeah,
actually, I think
Ollie
Ollie's
is
pretty good.
Ollie is the loudest one out of all of them, and you
All
guys kind of
right.
have to like push past his voice to hear the other ones.
Oh, I see.
he's
I
going,
see.
where?
I mean, he is
He's going
so loud.
wee, 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 wee.
He's going hee
Ollie's so now.
hee. Hello, he's just a little guy.
He's going,
He's a big
frost
guy.
me this,
A little
frost
guy.
me that.
I love her so much.
I'll give you guys what he says in a little bit because he's got a good
Okay,
bit.
okay.
He's got a good bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna just start going down the line, I guess, for the rest of them.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so you hear the unfamiliar voice of an older, like middle-aged, not old, but like, middle-aged woman saying, you promised me, and yet you broke that promise and worse. You'll never be forgiven. We'll never be what we once were. And beside her, you hear the voice of an older man say, everyone was right about you. You're weak. You're a disappointment. After everything, how could you betray us? You guys also hear the voice of Heath.
My boy!
Heath, oh boy, what's Heath gonna say?
boy!
I wish he was
My
here to.
boy.
I really wish he was here to hear that. To actually like hear
Yeah.
this. It'd be so good.
He probably agrees with most
He
of it.
probably
anyways.
would. You guys hear Heath say, I wouldn't be stranded if it wasn't for you. Always making mistakes, always messing up and dragging others down with you. Feeling bad about the consequences of your own incompetence doesn't make you any better for it. Guilt won't right your wrongs, and wallowing won't make up for the destruction you've caused.
Heath would agree with everything except for the stranded part.
I bet he would.
Yeah, you would.
He's like, I made that choice myself. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And he goes, that's my choice, but everything else is true.
Oh, my
I
god.
think Keith
Damn.
actually did say that to Sterling one time.
Probably.
He said that with his mouth.
He says
With
you
his
don't need a
word,
voice
got
in your
it.
head to say, I'll do it to my in your face.
Sterling never forgot that.
Totally remembered that.
Of course he
He
did.
committed that to memory, and he said,
He
"All right, I'm
goes, I'll
internalizing
implant these voices myself.
that."
You want self-doubt? I'll give you some self-doubt.
Sterling will remember that.
All right, you guys also hear Lola say, "You see, you're just like me. We're the same. Just give in already. Embrace the monster you've always been. You're already proving me right. Let me help you." I hate her.
He's right. Just let her help her.
Darkness.
Let me help
Just let
you.
her help.
Let's see. Okay, you guys already listened to Makaria and Cyril.
Uh-huh.
You guys hear Zoe's voice say, "Your lack of control isn't a burden we signed up for. Having to pick up your pieces and clean up your messes. Don't think that's because anyone cares. This is temporary. We're just using you. Don't get your hopes up. This bridge too will burn just like the others."
What? No.
Damn.
She is flabbergasted if she hears that.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say
Zoe,
that?
why
I
would you
would
say
never.
that?
Does that sound
Why
like
would
the
you-
thing I would ever say?
Why would you
In
say
so many
that?
words too.
I
on
know.
it.
Why would he think that?
Why would he say that?
Damn.
Why would
Sterling
Why-
gives everyone a lot of
Why would he
words.
think that was me? I don't have that.
She's stunned.
I couldn't be that.
She's like, I'm not that eloquent in my speech.
No.
It's like, I don't talk like that.
Goes, excuse me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You guys also hear Jaren's voice, and you guys tune into his
Oh.
voice.
Sure.
And he says, "Are you just as bad as your goddess, using those around you as stepping stones, spilling blood to further your own agenda? Who's next? How many more need to die for you?"
Oh,
Oh my god, he wouldn't say that.
The first
Jared
one, I'm
goes,
like,
let's go kill some more people.
I'll kill you.
I'll help kill. Hee hee.
It's not how many more people do you need to kill. It's how do I get you away from Oral because she sucks.
Jared's great.
All
You
the blame
missed the
goes-
point.
Yeah, he goes. All the blame should go on the goddess. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
Everybody's like getting increasingly more.
All right, you guys also hear the voice of Calvin,
Oh.
and he says,
Yeesh.
he says, "It's just as I said, you're dangerous. Because of who you are, because of what you are, nothing you do will ever change that. Just who will be the one to suffer to put you down because you're too much of a coward to do it yourself?"
Damn. Actually, Keith would also agree with that.
They probably would.
Too, wouldn't he?
I feel like they would.
no,
Cal and Keith
funny.
doing it. Cal and Keith holding hands
Reminds me
going,
of something.
yeah, that's right.
They both got just
They're
picked
holding
them up
hands.
and
Reminds me of
already.
something someone would say to
Yeah.
a werewolf.
What?
He's both out.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah,
Being human.
Sterling?
What you are?
Oh my god. Is he
When's
Aiden?
someone gonna put you down?
Stop.
You are.
In the back.
No!
Right there one more time. I'm taking you to the back.
No.
oh my gosh.
The kid. Not like that one kid. Not like the kid
Oh
in
my
Being
God.
Human.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. Keep your eye on the deer.
Oh
Don't
my
worry about
gosh.
it.
Look at the
Keep an
rabbit.
eye on the deer.
Aren't they so pretty?
Did I do good, Larry?
Oh no.
Yeah, you did good.
Oh,
Anyways, what's the next voice?
The next
geez,
voice.
wow.
You
What a
guys
visual.
hear Holly,
Uh-huh.
and she says, "I looked out for you. I did you a favor, and this is how you repay me. You act as if you've never hurt anyone, never lost control or been led astray. Did I deserve this? Did my brother?"
Brother.
Brother. My brother.
No! I hate that I thought that too. Brother.
This is what you did to my brother.
My brother.
Anyways, next one.
You guys hear I and the Wishmakers. Them together is kind of like a group, primarily
Oh, okay.
chanting, you promised no killing, no killing, you promised no killing, and they just keep going over and over again.
Oh, that's
That's
true.
actually really sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I did say that.
She did.
Yeah.
So you guys hear I the most, but the others are like chanting
Aw.
with her. They're kind of
Poor
like an
I.
amalgam of their silhouettes are kind of merged together in their
Oh,
shadow.
that's freaky.
They're just a cluster, okay? Just
Um,
A cluster!
They're no, it's a Steven Universe. Here we are in the future. All right, you guys also hear Yuri saying, just as your father said, you were never cut out for this. You're weak. There are plenty of others who are more deserving for her praise. I feel like that's pretty normal. That one I think is the most normal out of all.
That one doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she would also agree with that too.
I feel like she would too. And the loudest of them all, the annoying, grating voice. I like to think that all these shadows are kind of dancing around him too. And Ollie is straight in the center, the biggest out of all of the silhouettes. And he says, "Don't you see it? We're the same! Just using those around you, your so-called friends, to reach your goals. It doesn't matter what happens to them, right? The end justifies the means, yeah? It doesn't matter how many get hurt, how many die, so long as you can complete your missions. That is why you join them, right? You're just following orders, doing as you're told, using them. I mean, it makes it a hell of a lot easier knowing that they're using you, too. Just listen to them," and he gestures out to all of the other shadows dancing along the walls. "You know now what they really think. Just give in, embrace it, accept it already." And he's having the time of his life. And little Sterling, sitting in the middle of the room, is actively arguing against Ollie and the other voices, saying, "No, none of that's true. You're a liar. You're always lying. Friends wouldn't do that to each other. I wouldn't do that. Just leave me alone already." And at this point, Ollie's shadow suddenly perks up, and all of the shadows along the walls freeze and quiet down. And it's almost as if you could... Shadow Milk Cookie! It's him!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally
I
him.
had to.
Cute.
You can almost have it with your time spent with Ollie. You can almost see in your mind's eye his smile growing wider and wider. And he says, "Oh, how fun! Look behind you! More have come to play our little game." And Sterling is still sitting in the middle of the room, clutching that potted plant, yells back at him, "Quit it! I know this is just another one of your tricks. I won't fall for that again." And Ollie, it's almost like you could feel his eyes look over to all of you, and you hear him start laughing. And all of the shadows are also, you feel their eyes on you, waiting.
Sorry, says don't listen to Ollie, Sterling. He's full of rubbish.
Rubbish! I feel like that's such a really British thing to say.
Rubbish.
Hey!
Rubbish.
Makari,
Rubbish.
when you start speaking, you see Sterling jump. As if he wasn't expecting anything to actually be behind him, and he slowly turns. And you see the fear in his eyes. And his eyes meet yours, and he says, "Are you going to start yelling at me also?"
No, Sterling. I don't yell anymore.
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 Your impression, this impression of me is very shallow. I'd never throw you in the garbage. You think I would let garbage stay with me alive long enough for that? And, if you were truly trash, I would have killed you a long time ago.
You were gonna kill me?
No, was not.
Silly.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I can handle anymore, and he kind of turns back and forth between the shadows along the wall and the party.
You don't have to listen to them.
I can't. They don't stop, though. Well, except for right now.
Well,
Why are you all here?
we came to look for you. You seem to have a nightmare.
Looking for me? To
Yes,
yell at me
you.
more?
No.
No.
What?
She going gaga!
This little one's been looking for you
over
too.
Sorry.
Macari
Sorry.
points at this tiny bunny.
Oh, the bunny! Sorry, that's me.
Oh.
No, it's like baby.
I feel like while you guys were listening to all the voices and stuff, the bunny seemed to be kind of cowering in the doorway.
Come on, bunny.
Here, bunny.
We're here for questions, answers, not to yell.
You guys hear Ollie's voice again saying, "Oh, it's just a trick. They're gonna yell soon enough."
Is he still here?
Yeah, all the shadows are still there. They all quieted down to
No, it's
Billy's
Ollie. Where is he? Where is he?
No, it's a shadow.
It's just a shadow.
Ollie's
Shadow.
voice
Is it is it
coming from
emitting
the
from
shadow.
that light?
Wall. It's all shadows from the wall.
Always
shadows
like,
From that candle?
if there's
from light.
anyone I would want to kill around here, it would be Ollie.
Damn. I was getting ready. I wanted to do that.
Oh my god.
So all of the there's all of these voices are coming from shadows that are projected onto the wall and are protruding from the candle that's on the ground.
Oh.
The one
Hey,
that is
Sterling.
in the center of the wall across from Sterling that he was staring at the most is Ollie.
Sterling, what is that candle anyways?
I don't know, it was already here when I got here. But the other one said that needed to be here so that this could stay alive, and he kind of holds out the potted plant.
And what is this
What-
plant?
What is that?
Is the plant?
What-
What
Also,
state
what
is
is
the
it?
plant?
What is the plant alive?
The plant is about half alive. It's very familiar flower you guys have seen many times. It's little forget-me-nots. But
oh.
about half of it is currently dead and withered.
No. Wait, why does this one... What's so important about this one? Like this flower?
If this one dies, then I don't...
I,
What?
am I dying in real life?
If I die in real life...
Sorry, the way you said it just reminded me
Loomis,
uh,
of that.
please.
if we die in the game, we die in real life.
I'm sorry. The
Wait,
DM is got silly brain today.
It's okay. It's funny. Actually,
where's that? What do you mean the other one?
you know the mean one.
Oh yes, the mean one. We
You mean the white hair, white eye guy?
Yeah,
became acquainted. Yes.
you know him, and he points to Jaren.
He's awful.
Yeah, I do.
And he goes, oh, actually, you see the realization on his face, too. And he kind of, salutes with one arm, and he goes, "Sir, you told Lady Oro that I was doing good, right? That's not why all this is happening, right?"
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I left. I quit that job.
You quit? Okay. I mean, that's fine. But Lady Oral knows, right?
Yeah, she knows you're a good kid.
Okay.
A devout follower indeed. Mafia rolls her eyes.
Loomis kind of looks a little uncomfortable with Jern saying that. Like, very visually.
He told him straight up in the before that he lied to him and said he was working for Oral, so...
Oh my god.
Loomis kind of eyes Jaren, and mouse words. I don't know, say it. Or see
Insight
it.
check?
Yeah, or do a perception check.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
22.
He mouths
Oh.
the words "no more lies."
No more lies?
You
Sharon
shouldn't
gives
lie.
him like okay signal.
He's saying,
Don't lie.
he's saying, stop
Don't lie to
lying.
baby Sterling.
Stop lying to a baby.
Yeah.
So, why is this plant important?
I don't
I mean, I
really-
know you love plants.
You love plants. I don't really know what happens exactly, but all I know is that when it started dying, it felt like I started going away.
And why does it need to sit by this candle to stay alive?
I don't know. Ask the other one. Sorry, I dropped something.
Oh.
When I was brought down here, it was already there, so I assumed that the other one was the one who set this up.
And why do you need to be down here?
He kind of clutches the pot a little bit closer to him. And he says, I don't trust him with this. And I wouldn't give it up. But when it started dying, he came for it, and since I wouldn't give it up, he dragged me back here. He said this was the only spot to keep it alive since it was fine in my room for a while. For a really long time, it was fine in my room, but shortly after you visited, and he points to Jaren, it started dying and I couldn't do anything to fix it. So he brought me down here and said that, well, if it's frozen, then it can't die anymore. And this was the only spot that it's cold enough.
Wouldn't freezing
Well-
it kill it?
Yeah. Don't
Oh.
plants die in the cold?
It
It
seems
needs-
like it's fine for now. It hasn't died anymore since I've been down here.
Perhaps it's helping to preserve it. For a time.
So, what is causing its death? Does the mean one know?
I don't know. I don't like talking to him.
Are the voices still going on right now?
I think they're whispering right now. And actually, as you say that, I think Zoe has the highest perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
passive too.
Zoe,
Oh,
you see Ollie's like claw hand. You know, he has a long nail. He has a long like
Mhm.
claws on his
Ew.
hand.
Yeah.
You see it slowly. It's weird because he's not like bending down. Like, from his shadow, you can't see that he's bending down, but his arm is stretching across the down the wall and across the floor, and is very slowly approaching Sterling from behind.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna go try and stop that immediately, I think.
So
hoping I
he's
can
gonna
do
stomp
that.
on it?
Stop on his hand.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Just like in Don't Starve,
Oh.
I'm chasing it back to the
Oh,
darkness.
yeah, don't start.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Sterling
Get
kind of startles a
outta
little
here.
bit and like kind of holds the pot like away from where you step. And you see Ollie's hand like kind of snap back into place where it was before in his shadow. And he goes, "Oh, so close, so close."
Ew.
Leave him alone.
Yee.
Sterling turns to look at Ollie, and he goes, "Stop that! I'm sick of you already. Just leave me alone."
Don't you have another candle? Something a bit more calming.
I don't have any candles. Not here.
Does the candle feel warm?
No, it does not. It is cold. It is very cold here.
If anything, is it
Oh.
been causing it to be so cold here?
I don't think you'd be able to tell if it is or not.
Hmm.
Do we feel cold?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think since you guys
Oh.
have been down here, you guys can you guys notice just a little bit of frost starting to build on like your clothes.
Is it
Similar
like
to
the
when you were
catacombs?
Yes, very similar to how you guys were getting like frosty in the catacombs. You guys are getting
Mm.
Oh,
frosted.
yeah. Ugh, the memories. Well-
Sterling's also
Is there
gonna
any way?
say that this candle was already here, but it wasn't that color before. It used to be blue, and then all of this was much more manageable then. When it was blue,
What color is it
was-
now?
It's black.
Oh.
When it was blue, it was just this one, and he points to Ollie on the wall.
Mhm.
And it was like that for a while, but then suddenly it turned black, and then all of this got so much crazier, and I don't know how much longer I can keep this up for.
Let's try that from that poison stuff.
Maybe. Definitely.
Yeah. Is there no way to get you up there, away from this candle?
I just
If you light another candle, do you think he'll turn black?
I don't know. I haven't tried anything. The little.
Do you have
Oh, sorry.
other candles?
I might have some back in my treehouse, but I don't know if that'll help much.
What if we just went back up to where it was warmer?
Yeah.
We could try. It might still die there. It started getting a lot colder than normal. Before it started dying. There is one spot that I know of that should still be warm. I haven't been able to visit it in a while though.
Why not?
Where would that
Or-
be?
It's in the forest. But we'd have to get out of here. And I can't exactly and you see Sterling try to get up. And he starts to get up when his legs give out underneath him. And he starts shivering.
He's too cold.
He's too cold.
Oh, don't worry, Sterling.
Here.
Carol
Oh.
can carry you.
Well, Sarah was already going over there, so.
Carol looked at everybody and she's like, Cyril's the strongest.
Sarah was already walking. Sarah's gonna walk over then. Here. We can help you stand. Well, we can carry you, if that's okay.
I guess that's all right.
Don't worry.
I don't want
Cyril's
to be
been a
here
mother for a
anymore.
while.
We're all we're only here to help you, Sterling.
And you hear the voices start to get louder again.
And
And they
if
go,
and I will
Oh.
kill
Sure.
everybody else who who says so otherwise.
Sterling will let himself get. He'll like wrap his arms around. That sounds bad. Around your neck. Yeah, how kids do. They usually have to like wrap.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
She will hold him like baby, carefully with the plant.
And you guys see the bunny also hop up, following along Cyril, and hops onto Sterling's shoulder. And Sterling goes, "Oh, you're back." And he sees a little pouch in the bunny's mouth. And he opens it up, and he's like, "Oh, I can't really do anything with this, but I appreciate your help anyways. Thanks,
tried his
little
best."
guy." And he gives the bunny a little pet.
What is it exactly?
Just a little friend that I made.
Oh, what did he have in his mouth?
It looks like he was trying to get me some stuff for some tea, but it's...
Oh.
These are like fresh plants. I can't make anything with this. I also can't make anything like
that
down
attitude.
here. The only thing I can make down here is more of him.
Oh. You made him?
Yeah. When the shadow would quiet down for a little bit, I had some time to myself. And it's a little lonely down here, so
No wonder he's to your likeness.
I would make these little guys to talk to.
I see.
And you see him like it looks almost like he's casting Ray of Frost, but not quite. But you see the coldness in the air swirl around his hand, and it forms into a little bunny.
Oh,
I see. So you're saying you have more of these?
Yeah, but sometimes they just kind of hop away.
Oh.
Damn, everyone just leaves.
I like a bunny.
And you guys remember
this
that
one
there's
did.
a lot of bunnies outside of the temple.
yes.
Oh.
There's a lot of bunnies
Geez.
that were kind of
That's
hanging
what he's
out with
been
the
doing
frost
this
balloons.
entire-
Well,
Oh,
this
that's
one did a good
true.
job
It
of
was.
blending
His
back.
children.
His children, his frost
I
children.
know.
They keep me company.
He abandons them when he gets
Well,
lost.
No, they all abandon Sterling when they've had enough of him
Oh.
Even the
Well,
bunnies
this one-
have avoided
This
him.
this one on his shoulder did a pretty good job. He came back.
Yeah, he came back.
this little one and I are friends.
Wait, what?
Isn't that right, Bunny?
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are the little like alliance.
Yeah.
The bunny like looks over at you with his little pebble eyes, and he gives you a very determined nod.
Now then, figure out how to
let's-
fix all this.
Let's try and warm up that plant for you.
Well, if it does die, what is the plan?
I don't think there will be a plan if it dies.
Let the bunny sit
Survivify
on
on the
it.
plant.
Survivify.
Survivify. He's gonna
Survivify.
Sterling cast Survivify around 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh my god.
You guys hear the voices start chattering again. And they start getting louder, going back to their previous volume. And you
think we
guys see
should just go
Sterling
away.
kind of tighten his grip around Cyril.
Oh. You know when like when you take the baby's head and then you like, into your chest to try and cover their ears. It's like that.
Aww.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
described that as best as I could.
Yeah, no, I get what you're doing. I think the bunny also like kind of huddles in too.
Hearing the voices get louder, Loomis is like, "Wish there was a way we can shut these guys up. Keep lying to him."
Well, can we turn out the candle?
Does it look like it?
There's
Like,
nothing
what's
covering
up-
the candle. It's a very simple,
No,
very
but, like-
basic candle.
Oh, is it the one like you drew?
Yeah, it is the one I drew.
Yeah. Oh,
It is the one.
Where did I can show it? I can show it.
Well, you're saying that the plant only needs to stay in that temple, right?
well,
But-
no, the other one was saying like they want to like keep it safe, so they're trying to freeze
Yeah,
it.
but
to
it's you saying no. It was like, what was it like? Yeah, to freeze it, but obviously
But
it's not
It was
working.
fine before.
It was fine
Yeah.
before, so I'm thinking the cold's bad.
Yeah,
But you're
I'm thinking
but
So-
this why does the candle need to stay
So the-
on?
Well, I thought the candles are emanating heat.
Yeah.
What?
I
Yeah,
don't think
the
it is.
candle's actually emanating cold, not heat.
Oh,
It's
the
emanating
candle's making it
cold.
colder.
Mm-hmm.
And then
It's
it
making
got
it
worse
colder.
after he
Okay.
got poisoned.
Yeah.
As you guys are discussing it, Sterling kind of chimes in a bit of like, was the thing about the candle a lie too? Did it not have to be here?
I don't know.
well,
Well,
we don't know enough about the candle.
We're not sure.
I mean, what do you feel about the candle? What does the candle make you feel? Damn, Loomis, you're sounding like a therapist.
How does
No.
this make you feel?
How make you feel?
Loomis said
My
that.
God.
Only bad stuff ever comes out of that candle.
All right, then get rid of it.
It's
Yeah,
always
why not
been
get rid
bad.
of it?
But the
If
other
it makes you
one,
sad, then you can just get rid of it.
but the other one said it needed to be here.
What do you want? What do you think?
You see him look really, he looks really stressed.
Aw.
As he's like very, very thoroughly contemplating this.
Does the other one know why the candle's here in the first place?
He didn't say.
Loomis kind of nails down to get an Sterling.
Oh,
He cut out.
You cut out.
Jen, you cut out.
I'm
How
going to
tall
disconnect
is
and come
he?
back again.
Okay. How tall is
Okay.
Loomis?
So Loomis is think more around Sterling's normal height. So this is him having to kneel down to baby Sterling.
Well, Sterling's
Oh.
being carried by Cyril.
I'm
Oh yeah.
Just-
Oh, I
just
thought
Cyril
carry
picked
I
him up.
just keep
yeah,
standing.
sorry. I
You're looking at her knees. Like what?
I missed that. So basically, he kind of thinks and he goes, sorry, I like lost completely what I was about to say because of that. Hold on, I have to think about this again. Loomis kind of goes, the other one is up there doing what he wants to do. But this is also your home as well. And what is it that you want to do? What is it right now? If you could be anywhere, where would you want to be?
I want to be back home. I
So,
don't like it here.
so then, why are you forcing yourself to be somewhere where you don't want? You don't have to listen to anyone. You should always listen to yourself and what you want. And if you don't want to be here, then don't. If you don't like the candle, get rid of it. If you want to have more bunnies around you, make more. Do what you want and what makes you happy. This is your home, and, you know, do what makes you happy.
But what if the other one comes back? What if he gets angry again?
Then what about you getting angry at him? Tell him that this is your home too. Don't let him bully you. Don't let anyone bully you.
Yeah, that's right.
And if they bully you, then they've given you this is really bad advice, by the way.
Huh?
This is me, DM Jen, saying this is really bad advice, but Loomis is saying this. If they bully you, bully them back.
What?
Tara is nodding.
They
Kieran's
started,
nodding.
you finished it. Survival fittest.
Cyril is flabbergasted.
Cyril
Be
has a
nice to those
questioning
who be
look.
nice to you.
Dished out. They can all
Be mean to those who are mean to you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Don't know you all in. That's survival. Though we
This is
would
really
agree with
bad
his
advice.
advice. Though we would agree.
Everybody's agreeing with his bad advice.
But he's telling this to to baby Sterling.
Cyril's nodding, but her face is like, what? Wait.
Loomis kind of turns back to the party and goes, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing."
Jared's nodding in agreement. He's like,
Is that what Durin did to Heath?
That's what Jared did to Ollie.
You guys
Like,
did.
that's what we all did.
You guys
Yeah, that's what we all did.
He just bullied Ollie into oblivion. Ollie's like, he
He's like, I
deserved
love
that.
my frost mother.
Ollie said, I'm gonna
Cross on
bully
me,
y'all
please. Cross
to
on me,
oblivion. And they went,
Nah,
Uno
you
reverse.
guess.
Everyone else going, ew!
He kind of gives Sterling a reassuring smile and goes, "Doesn't hurt to try."
Sterling kind of looks at Loomis and he kind of looks back down at his little bunny. And he says, all right, I'll give it a try. I don't
What
know.
does
I
he
don't
yell
think
at
I
you
want to
for
bully
anyway?
him though.
Like I said,
Huh?
do what you want to do.
How does he yell at you exactly? And what does he normally say?
Well, he usually keeps his distance. I don't think he likes me very much. But when the candle turned black, he showed up down here and started yelling at me that I did something. That whatever was happening was my fault. And I told him I didn't do anything. I've just been down here this whole time doing the same thing. Nothing changed until the candle turned black.
Well,
He yelled
I
at me for
understand
a while
that.
and he left.
I am holding back saying this as Loomis. I'm like, have you tried Uno reverse?
What did I do? What did you
How do you know it's not? Jared's like, how do you know it's not his fault that he did something?
I don't know. I just know it wasn't my fault. I think.
Well,
No, I think.
I don't think it's either of your faults. What happens from the outside?
I mean, it looks like he was trying to fix something. So,
Yes.
I think you need to...
And he's not good at asking for help.
No.
No.
But I do think that you need to stand up for yourself and... Sorry, this is Jen me going, not to say Uno reverse.
Kill him.
I am fighting it so hard.
Give him the Uno reverse.
And just tell him what you know. And stay firm with what you know. Don't let him gaslight you.
Yeah, you're a bit too weak for torturing people anyways.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to torture anyone.
See?
So why do you let him torture you?
So I kind of
Yeah,
looks
this
down.
space
Looks down
this
at the
space is
candle.
big enough for both of you.
I think I'd like
And your 100 bunnies.
all his buddies outside.
His armada of bunnies.
I think I want to get out of here. And I think I'd like to try putting out that candle.
Okay.
We can do
All
that.
right.
Take Sterling to the candle.
Yeah. If he needs to have it picked up, Loomis will help with that.
Yeah, I
The
feel like you
picking
guys
up
would
the
have to. That'd be like a really hard lean to
Yeah.
get the candle on the ground.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
guys
pick up
hear
the
the
candle.
voices get louder and louder and louder as you guys are very clearly going to put out this candle.
Yes.
Sterling, listen to my voice. Don't listen to anybody else.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
You guys
Do
hear
what you wanna
Ollie
do.
going, "Oh, it's all a trick! It's all a trick! You're gonna die!"
Listen to your own voice. What do you want to do?
And the voices get louder and louder, and you guys can actually hear panic in Ollie's voice. As Sterling leans over and he blows out the candle. And that gray light disappears. And so do the shadows. And all is quiet. It would be almost eerie if it wasn't for the way that the lighting turns back into what it was outside, where everything has a little bit of a dim glow to it. We're backing out to Holland. Everything has a bit of a glow.
We went to the unknown. We're in Alta Holland, yay!
But you guys can. There's no light, but you guys can see normally.
Yes.
There's that glow. It's just it's all dark around you. And Sterling says,
Reminds me of home.
"It's
Uh-
damn." Just like home. Sterling says, it's finally quiet. It's been so long.
Well, do you want to check on your flowers?
How's your flowers?
I don't know if it'll last very long like this. I think I need to go home.
Okay, let's
go
just go home then.
It should be
Yeah,
warm
lead
up
the
there
way.
still.
You're the flower expert.
We have to go back the way we came in.
Okay.
And then we have to go through the and find Safi.
Oh,
Safi?
you mentioned Safi before.
Yeah, she can lead us to where my safe house is.
Okay.
But we need to find her first.
Has Sterling ever talked about his sister Safi?
I
them?
believe he's mentioned her a few times before. Not very often. But he did mention that he has a little sister.
Didn't he
Okay.
mention when he was drunk?
Oh,
Yeah.
and her name was Safi?
Yes.
Yes.
I know Jaren mentioned it when he got out too.
Okay. Yeah, just trying to remember what we know.
Yeah.
You're gonna lead us to your sister.
So,
Yeah. Here, let me see if one of my little friends will help us. And he kind of puts his hand up for one of the little snow bunnies on his shoulders to hop onto. And he kind of brings it to his face and he says to it, Can you help lead the way again? I'd appreciate the help." And the little bunny with his little pebble eyes very quickly hops down from his hand. And you guys see it start hopping back the way you guys came. See, my little friend can help us.
Okay. Then I'll leave it to
Great.
your friend. Just plain. So let's just try to head back where we came.
Yeah, you guys see the bunny starts hopping along where you guys had come from. And the braziers still not open. The braziers still light themselves along the hallways as you guys are walking through the catacombs again. And you guys are gonna have to do some backtracking here as you guys go make your way back through the catacombs. And you guys reach the main hall of the Temple of Oral. That you guys came through before, with the big statue, the empty, very intricate seat, the main walkway, and the pews that line it. And you guys see those frost blooms again, which now I know that's what they're called.
Hell
Yippee!
Yippee! Thanks,
Yippee!
Loomis.
Thanks, Loomis, for the lore.
Yeah.
Well, Sterling doesn't know that's what they're called, but now
Yeah.
I know. Hee hee.
Hee.
You guys see all the frost blooms and the bunnies still waiting around as you guys leave the temple and start heading back, following the frost bloom trail to the well you crawled out of. And when you guys start approaching the well, Sterling goes, "Wait, hold on." And he turns towards the other bunny on his shoulder, and he says to it, "Are you sure you want to come with us? If it's warm up there, you'll probably melt." And the bunny kind of gives a determined huff and like hunkers in on
Aw.
Sterling's shoulder. And Sterling says, "Oh, all right. I'll try to keep you. I'll try to keep you alive too."
The bunny's gonna die.
Unless it's like Frozen 2. Memory!
It was like
What a
Frosty the
memory.
Snowman.
That's
Oh my God.
Olaf.
Olaf.
Yeah, when Frosty the Snowman, he started melting, and the kids
Oh
were like,
yeah. Didn't like. Yeah.
but he's like, "Don't worry, kids, I'll be back next year." Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've
I
never
swear
watched
he went
Frosty
back
the
home before he
Snowman.
melted.
really?
Like, he had
Yeah,
to go
I
home and he
really-
said he'd come back. I thought it's what it was. But I know there's
Oh.
several different versions of that movie.
I think.
Yeah.
I thought like
think so, yes.
Frosty, he melted, and then they just have to put the hat back on like the snowman.
Yeah, because
the
his
next year.
Magic hat
yeah,
they
the hat,
found
the
is
magic's in the
round.
hat. Yeah.
Ah.
Damn,
I like
spoilers! Spoilers! What if I
Well,
didn't know
getting
that
back
already?
Oh, now you know what's gonna happen to
Oh,
them
yeah.
bunnies.
Damn.
Oh
We have to give
no!
them magical
Oh,
little
you don't know
hats
that.
so they can stay
A
alive.
magical hat.
Put their
Like,
eyes
you have to
back
give
in.
them. You have to give them magic permafrost. That's what you have to do.
Oh, I create a little
Yeah.
a little cloud above them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
Olaf.
Oh my goodness. And with the little bunny kind of hunkering down, and the other one that you guys have been following, The one that you guys have been following kind of hops onto the well and looks back at you and does a kind of a silly, without breaking eye contact, he hops and falls into the well. And you guys hear the little splash.
Oh
And
yeah,
so-
we did like a gravity thing. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's the well.
Plunk.
Oh.
You guys hopping in?
Yeah.
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 Come on, Sterling, back to the
Yeah.
warmth.
Is it like a yump? Is this like a
Yeah,
yump?
just
you guys
jump-
have to jump into the well.
Okay.
You
And-
jump in.
Just like before, when you guys
Jumped
splash
into
into
the
the water,
liquid.
you guys the very
Okay.
dark water too. You guys feel the gravity suddenly flip.
Oh, right.
And it feels
Yee.
weird because you were just jumping in, but now you're suddenly shooting back up, and you guys breach the water on the other side. And you guys are now at the bottom of the open grave in front of the statue that you guys had seen previously with the broken wing.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Who's crawling out first?
Oh, we're crawling out?
You guys have to.
Oh.
Well, you guys are like at the bottom of the little grave. You guys gotta get out of the hole.
Oh,
Yeah, we
It's
dug
not
our own
very
grave.
tall.
Oh.
It's not very tall. But who's going out first?
I imagine Cyril came out first.
Well, so I was holding.
Yeah.
Bringing a child along.
She
Bring
got
it.
thunder thigh. She ain't got thunder thighs for nothing.
All right, Cyril, as you're taking the lead on climbing out of the grave, you hear a little bit of that white noise in your ear. And as you climb out, you see a familiar figure leaning against one of the other statues. Can you make a perception check for me?
Sure. They're not that far. 24.
Damn!
Damn.
Okay. You see the mean twin.
No.
The mean twin.
Oh, no,
He is
not the meanie.
raggedly breathing, leaning against the statue, kind of hunched over. And you see him looking around, kind of searching. And you see him wipe his nose, and you see something black kind of dripping out of his nose as he wipes
You know,
it.
I can imagine she's like not fully out of the hole yet.
Nah.
Yeah, it's just like
we're
sees
gonna-
this and stops.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I see this and stop.
I'm sure they're all jumping in right after each other, so
Yeah.
I feel like the rest of you, as you guys are climbing up, you see the same thing as Cyril, except
Yeah.
he locks eyes with Cyril, and you see his expression turn to like surprise and almost a bit of embarrassment as he he straightens himself up and he turns away from you. And he
Oh.
quickly disappears.
Oh my god, he's
He's just a kid, too.
embarrassed.
We had company. He's
what do you mean? Oh,
The
we
mean
did see him,
one.
right?
Yeah, you guys caught a little bit of the very last bit of that.
Will we be able to see that he was bleeding from the nose, or only Cyril saw that?
Make a perception check as well.
Okay.
I feel like it wasn't like a gush, so
He's like
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's sniffing up that.
15.
he's snorting ichor over here, dude.
Dude, no wonder he's a freak.
I feel like you saw him wipe his nose, but you probably didn't see the
color?
yeah, the color
Or-
of what it was.
Damn.
Is he sick?
Who
Could
knows?
we tell? Could I tell from
What?
the way he was like leaning if he looked unwell or not
Yeah, I feel like
with his pose?
with how you guys saw him earlier,
Mm-hmm.
he looked a bit rougher than before.
Yeah.
There was that he already looked a little bit exhausted when you guys saw him first,
Yeah.
and it has gotten worse.
Sick.
Oh.
Sick.
Okay. The mean one doesn't look very good right now. In good shape.
You look at Sterling, he also doesn't look in good shape. The nice one also doesn't look in very good shape. Now that you guys are it's much like brighter up here. It's still not warm, it's still cold, but it's not as cold as it was back in the temple. But you can definitely see a little bit better. The Sterling that you guys are currently escorting, he is looking kind of pale, and he has very dark bags under his eyes, like he had been awake for a very long time.
Oh no.
No.
And
I
actually,
think
now that
that's
you mention
like-
it, he does cough a little bit. In the palm of his hand.
He's an iPad cough.
Yeesh.
Toddler cough.
That one, what's that one cat? What's that one cat?
The one
Yeah,
with the tongue
meme?
out.
Yeah, with the
Yeah, the
tongue
one with
out.
the tongue out. No, it's not that bad. It's just a small
No.
cough. Shut up!
Yeesh.
No, Sterling iPad kid confirmed.
No, he just goes.
He's just a little bit of a cough, and in the palm of his
Um.
hand, there's a little bit of black.
Icar?
Oh no.
I mean, they're both.
Oh.
Oh, on Cyril
both-
too.
Oh shit!
He coughed on
Yeah,
me.
he coughed on Cyril.
Sorry,
He
Cyril.
coughed on
No.
Cyril.
Not on
Wow.
Cyril,
He
but
coughed on his hand.
it's on his
Actually, I
hand.
need you guys to be very clear on that. Did he cough on
Mhm.
Cyril?
No, he
Don't cough on
coughed
me.
into
Cough on
his
his
hand. He coughed
He
into
did
his
say
That's
his
what he
hand.
said.
The ichor's
Okay,
on
his
his
hand.
palm. And then
You
he
see
wipes it
the
on Cyril.
ichor
I'm
on
kidding,
his
I'm kidding,
hand.
I'm kidding.
No, you
Aaron,
crazy.
let
Oh my
me-
god.
I'm sure Jaren has like a handkerchief or something.
Cyril, you do feel a little bit of a tug.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
What's wrong, Cyril?
I felt something. And I think it has to do. Both of them are coughing up the same thing.
The other one's snorting.
He's
Corruption?
snorting it.
He's
snorting
not
the
snorting. He's
He
he's
is
got a
coughing.
Oh no,
nosebleed.
Sterling, you've been
I feel like he's
corrupted.
coughing. I'm saying he's snorting, but that's because I'm silly goofy.
I think
He's
it's
like-
funny to think he's snorting. I think it's funny to think he's snorting the ichor too. The other one, the mean twin has the nosebleed that is ichor colored, and then Sterling, the little baby Sterling that you guys are with, the good twin, had a bit of a cough, and he's coughing up a little bit of that ichor.
No, we got a case of the
Have you
Ichor,
had-
ichory
have you
substance.
coughed?
I can't claim that it's ichor. It's ichory substance.
Akara says
Well, they're
to
both-
Sterling, do you typically cough things up in here?
No. He looks a little bit offended by that. Like,
Oh.
Are you
My-
chronically ill?
no.
If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with MA, you may be eligible for compensation.
Oh, God. I just.
I mean, they're.
my throat's just been on the fritz a bit. I've been yelling a lot recently.
There's things coming out of you.
Why? Why do you have to say it like
I
that?
mean, they're both Sterling, so it makes sense if one of them is sick with something, then the other one would be the
they're,
same.
they're
Can we
connected.
steal with you at least by somebody? Maybe if we heal you, he'll feel better.
Oh my god, is he gonna be? There's ichor coming out of his eyes when we get out. This is me. This is
She
me.
be crying ichor.
Sterling may cry.
Sterling may cry.
Oh my
Will
God.
cry.
Sterling will cry. Sterling hasn't cried, actually. Since you guys got him from the
That's
catacombs,
surprising.
he has not cried a single time.
He cries at night.
What is
Well, there's
Yeah,
the
he's
drunk.
covered in
There
that.
was the drunk
cries
when he
himself to
was
sleep.
drunk and he cried about what's his name? Sneesnaw, not Sneesnaw, and what's
Oh,
her name?
Johan?
Johan,
Oh.
whatever. But I don't count that one because that was his like stupid like drunk cry. That one doesn't count.
He's like,
He went, "Oh, it was such a sad story. Let me help you." That doesn't count.
Yeah. Can't believe you did that.
Anyways,
Anyways.
you guys are now in the graveyard of guilt, and Sterling kind of looks around a bit as his eyes adjust to how much brighter it is on this side. And you guys see him pale a little bit, and he tucks his head back into Cyril. And he says, "I don't want to be here either. Can we go?"
yeah,
Okay.
we'll go.
And the bunny that was leading you guys also hopped out of the grave and starts hopping past the statues and off of the path that you guys had walked previously. Into the fog. It's very foggy up here. It was
Mhm.
thin enough around the statues that you could see all the statues again. But as you guys step off of the path, the fog gets a lot thicker.
Too close, everyone.
Okay.
And here and there, as you guys are traveling through the fog, you can feel the a few sudden gusts of wind like before that pick up suddenly and then die down. Pick up again suddenly from a different direction and die down.
I bet everyone's kind of like huddling up whenever the gusts like come by because it's cold
Yeah.
Do I?
around the
So
baby.
you know which way? Can we tell which way it's coming from, or does it feel like it's just coming from everywhere?
It's coming from different directions.
Okay.
And from what you guys remember from last time, you guys saw that when the tear in space opened up, that's where the wind was coming from.
Yeah.
And the other
Okay.
twin would seal it up and the wind stopped.
Yeah.
So as you guys
So
are
it feels like
walking,
more wind.
yeah, it's the same sensation and almost the same timing as before.
Mm.
You can infer that the other twin is still actively repairing those tears that are popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What are these tears that keep popping up, Sterling?
Tears? What tears?
They look like tears into the space. Just
And your twin keeps
random
on zipping them up.
openings. Yeah, the main one is trying to close these tears.
I haven't seen any myself. Or at least there weren't any down where I was. I noticed that it got a lot windier a little bit after Mr. Observer showed up. I forgot you guys haven't said your names.
No, Jaren's introduced himself.
Did he?
Yeah, he said his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Oh, he said,
Mr.
"Hey, I'm
Observer.
Jaren." Like he says his usual. It's me, Jaren. Like
What's up? It's me, Jaren, your boy.
Your boy, Jaren.
All
can't believe he
right.
doesn't remember him.
I don't know if he'd
I know.
remember your name exactly, but he'd probably say then instead after this guy showed up and left.
Yeah.
That's when it started getting colder a little bit after that.
I think after I left, didn't you get kidnapped by Ollie? Jaren's kind of saying this out loud.
I keep looking at the fucking coffee cat. It's killing me.
Yeah.
Huh?
I keep looking at the stupid coffee cat.
Yeah, that's Sterling.
That's Sterling.
Sterling.
I can't believe he's hacking up loogies
I know. He would.
and wiping it on Cyril.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm
I'm
thinking-
kidding. He wouldn't do that.
Or would he?
If this is the mind area, the mind palace,
A
The Mind
palace.
Palace.
and the terror started showing up after he got kidnapped and was tortured, this is probably his mental state. So if it tears, that mean he goes like crazy.
Like a tear in his psyche or something.
Crazy? I was crazy once. Sorry, continue.
Sharon just saying stuff aloud.
Loomis wouldn't know. But anyways,
Loomis would not know.
he would not know.
Well, if we see the mean twin again, we probably should see if he wants to join us in the warm place.
I don't think he's able to reach there.
Why not?
I don't think he's allowed in.
does he not want to be in?
I don't know. It's where I usually go when he shows up.
Oh.
I don't like being around him. He's mean. So if he starts showing up, I try to leave if I can.
Has he always been mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always been Yeah. Yeah, he's always been mean. He just kind of showed up one day and started asserting himself. And he's never been nice, per se.
When did he show up?
Cyril, you feel Sterling kind of tighten his grip again. And he says very quietly, the night everything went bad.
Oh.
The night everything changed.
When the Fire Nation attacked?
When the Fire Nation attacked!
I mean, there was fire.
There was fire! There was
So-
lots of fire.
Oh my god.
Loomis probably wouldn't know this, but are we correct?
Yeah.
Are we as the player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So that's the fallen Asmar thing.
Mm.
Or Psyche? Peace?
Maybe. Oh, who's the
By
saying?
asserting himself? Like, what do you mean by that?
Taking control of the Sterling mobile.
Yeah, I know. What do you mean by
Jesus
that?
started taking the wheel.
He's trying to take the wheel.
He does his usual thing of, well, if he's ever around me, he tries to tell me to not mess things up. He prefers the way he likes to do things. And I don't like the way he does things.
I feel like Jared's listening to this, he's going, sounds like Heath. Very gruff. Like
Yeah, he's got a heat living in him.
I
He
know.
got that Heath
That's
in
like
him.
Jared's kind of like, I wonder if he's just trying to look out for you in his own way.
Well, if that's what it is, he's very not nice about it.
Yeah, sometimes people are like that.
I'm thinking about Heath.
Think about Heath.
Well, like I said, if he bullies you, you can bully him back.
I'll try.
Let's be mean together.
Let's be let's
That's
be
what Lewis's
bullies
answer.
together.
Get the
He says as he drops the attribute.
I don't think I'd want to bully him. Maybe one day we could see eye to eye. Maybe he could be a little less mean.
I'm just saying that it might be his love language.
Like Heath?
What?
Sorry, this is me. This is Jen me saying this.
His love language is bullying.
His love Yeah.
Yeah. He likes the tough love.
Yeah.
I don't like the tough love.
Sometimes you need it.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll find a
How
way to
else
communicate.
are you
with
going to be strong?
them. Yeah.
I could be strong in my own way. Maybe.
Oh yeah?
Now what are you gonna do with him when you see him next time?
I don't know.
How are you gonna be strong? Actually, yeah, let's think about that. How are you gonna be strong? What does strength look like to you?
Sounds like therapist lines.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Lewis
Loomis.
the
This is
therapist.
really not. Yeah, he's not. He's not running away from
Therapist
me.
allocation.
All my
Okay.
NPCs turn into therapists, so it's a fair question. What does strength look like to him? Loomis wants to know.
I'll tell him to stop being a bully. He does not sound very confident.
No, that's weak.
But put a little backbone in it. Put a little backbone in it.
But I'm pretty sure he's stronger than me. I don't know if this is gonna work.
How do you know that he's stronger than you? Have you fought back against him before?
I mean, kind of.
Physically?
Kind of. When
Whoa,
he went
Lou.
to try to
Chill.
grab.
Sorry, that's a little bit of me
Luke.
going into that.
He doesn't like you.
I know. This is me
You know
being
what?
like,
It makes sense for Lou to be a little bit not like himself because he's also going through it right now.
he kind of is, yeah.
It makes sense for him to be a little bit more aggressive.
I know. It's just
Sorry,
making me
sorry.
laugh. It's just
I'm
like,
forgetting.
whoa.
I'm forgetting that I'm Loomis and not Heath a few
I
times.
know.
Lewis is
I was
crouching
like,
out.
I see how you beat up Keith.
Yeah.
I beat someone up.
Oh yeah, you were really going at it.
Hey, beat me up too.
Yeah, I guess that's how boys like to talk or something. You guys were all
Boys
Fine
will be
after.
boys, says Macaria.
Oh my god. Oh.
yeah. I thought your human customs were, beat each other up until you are almost dead, and then you guys make up. Apparently,
Boys.
those are not human customs.
I think those are special cases, Macaria.
I don't think that's how that works.
It worked for Heath. That's me. That's me. That's me.
I know. I was
Right.
like,
We have
Well,
a
I
little
see you
astral
beat
Eve
up
kind of hanging out around here.
dead. I know.
Whispering.
He's
I'm holding
peeking
it
into
back.
the
I'm
chairs.
holding
I
him
know.
back.
Little
Yeah,
devil on our shoulders.
I know. My boy. Anyways, Loomis kind of goes, well, think about things you'll say to him that you want to say to him, maybe. That'll maybe prepare you next time you meet into him. You kind of already have like a game plan in mind.
All right, I could do that. I'll start
Don't show your
thinking of.
fear.
Huh?
I said, don't show your fear.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll try.
Think about how you're gonna punch this. Excuse me, that's you.
Oh
Whoa,
my
Lou! Oh my God!
god! Lou, take it easy.
Lou, I've never
You
seen
just
this
don't
side
like
of
a
you
child
before.
to beat him, so.
I've never seen this side of you before,
the
Lewis.
Heath in me is like crawling its way out.
I don't think I'm physically stronger than him. I don't
Lewis
think
wouldn't
that.
You
say
don't
that.
have to be stronger than him. You just have to be smarter than him.
I don't know if I'm smarter than him either.
Not with
Well-
that confidence.
You know what you can do, Sterling?
What confidence? Sorry, go ahead.
You could pretend. You could pretend to be confident.
I could try.
Then, while you're pretending, you'll actually be, like, in a way, confident. Like,
You fake it
Fake
till
it
I
till you
make
make
it.
fake it till you make it.
Dang,
That's what I
Sterling
do.
and Sterling and Zoe say in
Huzzah.
unison.
Yeah.
I
Alrighty.
can try.
What
I
are
guess you
those
guys-
called?
Oh, sorry.
Words of affirmation.
I am strong.
Yeah,
I
I don't
am
think that's
confident. I don't
Say,
know if
say
that's
what's
gonna work.
Say it like you believe it. Say it like you believe it.
I am confident.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
confident, and he starts
I
coughing a
think-
little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe just say
Lewis
it
kinda
inside
just
your
goes-
head.
he's like, well, I think you should just be yourself and not let him tell you what you need to be. And if you feel strongly about something, talk out. And just stay firm. That's all you need to do, is just stay firm.
I'll try.
How long have we been walking?
Well,
Yeah, probably a bit. I imagine while you guys were talking, you guys see the trees. You guys break the tree line, so you see some trees pass through the fog, and it gets like the amount of trees gets like thicker and thicker. And so they're clearly walking through kind of a foggy, still kind of cold forest. I need somebody to lead the charge here. I need somebody to roll a d20. A d20 for my
Lead the
insanity.
charge?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who would like to?
For your
roll
what?
a
Higher
D20?
if low's good.
Just a straight
If
D20?
low's good.
Straight d20. Because I am actually insane.
Oh.
I'll roll a D20.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'll probably roll low if that's good, but
11.
Okay.
you just only need one person, right?
Yeah, I just need one. One d20. Let me. I really should have. My dock is too fucking long.
Like this.
Ooh.
Ooh. I didn't say none.
Also, my dock is fucking glitching out. My god.
It's too long. It's too long. Your doc is too long.
It's too long, yeah. It's not that long. It's 23 pages.
It's massive.
That's not that long. I've seen worse.
Your
I thought we
Magnum
bumped
Doc.
into like Sappy.
I know. I'm like, I thought we were gonna run into her by now. Damn.
Oh no, we're in the forest.
Jesus
forest.
Christ! Damn.
Your Magnum Doc.
My
Yeah, your
Magnum
Magnum
dog.
Really, we just
Welcome to
into
your
the forest.
twisted mind.
Oh my god.
What?
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 Huh?
What?
Huh?
Twisted mind.
Welcome to my
Welcome to
your
my
twisted mind.
mind.
Yeah. You heard me.
Okay, sorry. I finally got to it. Holy
No
fuck!
worries.
My dock twisted out, and I had to twist it out. No, my dock tweaked out, and I had to refresh it. And scroll back down. I should have set up the like headings the way that it should have been.
Welcome to my twisted dog.
You could always control F, I guess.
Oh, that's true.
Control F.
5.
Yeah, to find the word. Yeah.
Control 5.
As you guys are walking, you guys hear a girl calling out in the distance. And it seems like she gets closer until the fog starts to get a little bit less thick, and you see her in front of you calling out for Sterling, actually. And you guys see a teenage girl with dirty blonde hair, looking around, calling out, "Sterling! Sterling!" And she is investigating her surroundings and checking the ground.
The ground.
The ground.
And you guys are fairly close to her, but she does not acknowledge you whatsoever. And she continues to call out.
Sappy? That's
Oh
what you're
my.
gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Does she respond to the Sappy?
She does not respond.
I hate Sappy.
And
Oh.
Sterling
Not
actually kind of perks up in your arms, Cyril. And you hear him whisper very quietly, "Oh, Willow."
Oh.
As the girl continues calling out, and she says, "I know you're out here
Willow?
somewhere. You're the one who taught me how to track." And you see her clearly spot something on the ground. And she chuckles a little bit, and still calling out, she says, "I can see that you tripped right here. You really gotta start picking up your feet a bit more when you're walking."
Oh my gosh.
Are these memories? This is Loomis saying like, questioning.
Is that?
I think these are memories.
Oh. I think. Wait, did Cyril hear him whisper?
He said this out loud, like straight
Out
up.
loud?
He's not whispering.
He's not.
Yeah. He
No, I
said,
meant-
"Oh, Willow."
No. Yeah, Willow. Willow.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
Jern just yells out Sappy.
No, he yelled Sappy
no, that was
first,
before.
and then
Yeah.
Yeah. But then Sterling whispered out
Sterling said-
Willow
Willow.
in
Yeah.
a small voice.
Loomis went, "I think these are memories."
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was asking. I was asking if Sterling said in a big
Willow,
voice
yeah.
or a small voice.
Oh, Sterling said.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
like kind of whispered it. It's more of him kind of
Sterling
recognizing the voice.
speaking up? Nah.
What? Oh,
It was
As in
more of
Sterling
him like
speaking
talking
up?
to himself,
Nah.
like he
he
made
whispered to
like
himself.
he recognized her.
Yeah.
How loud did he say it? Like
whispered it.
whispering?
He whispered. He whispered it pretty
Okay,
quietly.
so
That's why I'm asking. Did Cyril hear him whisper that to himself?
I mean, I imagine that since you're literally carrying him, and
Yeah,
where his
literally.
head is
Oh, wow.
probably positioned, I imagine it's,
Yeah.
it's kind of in your ears a little bit.
yeah. Can we tell that it's Willow from like the statue? Or
She
Her
has a bit of
silhouette.
a similar silhouette, though I think it's a bit odd from what you guys remember when you guys had spent some time with Ollie in the catacombs.
Right.
He did shift into something similar to what you're seeing in front of you. Not an exact carbon
Oh.
copy.
Oh, Cyril
I
can
see.
ask that's Willow. Then ask if that's Willow.
I mean, we did see a statue of her.
Yeah.
She just
Good.
looks a bit younger here
Yeah.
than
Okay, I see.
what you guys have kind of seen from the statue and from what Ollie turned into.
Wait a second.
Why are we seeing Willow? I thought we were supposed to see Sappy.
I think this is a memory. I think these forest springs.
Can
out
we
memory.
go close to her?
I don't think she's like.
You guys are already pretty close to her, but she is still kind of like walking in a direction.
Yeah, so she doesn't see us.
So if you guys are gonna follow her, you guys can. But if not,
Where's the bunny going?
Where's the bunny going?
the
towards?
bunny's kind of not paying her any mind. It's still going
she's
forward.
wondering.
We should
Are we
follow
close
bunny.
enough to touch her?
Yeah.
You could try.
Okay, Makari tries to touch her.
Your hand kind of goes through her,
Memory.
Mm.
Ah,
and she doesn't.
okay.
She doesn't do.
Okay.
She doesn't like react at all.
All right. Makari follows the group. She just wanted to know she was in actual form. Does this happen often, Sterling?
I don't come through here very often. I
No.
usually
Where's
take.
the memories?
I usually take the zip line down here.
Oh.
Oh, the
Zip
zip
line?
line.
But that would have taken
There's
longer.
I remember the zip line.
That would have taken longer to go up through the treehouse and then down the zip line. It's faster to just cut through.
I see.
You guys hear Willow sort of continuing to call out as she gets further away from you guys. You guys are following the bunny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. As you follow the bunny, you pass by more trees and more foliage, and you start to hear the laughter of a very young girl in the distance. And you see the bunny, kind of the ears perk up when the laughter sort of rings out. And the bunny starts hopping towards the voice. And as you get a little bit closer, you manage to catch just a glimpse of a small girl running behind a tree. Very short, very young. Maybe just a little bit older than like a toddler.
Oh.
She has floofy brown hair, similar to Sterling's. And you see her peek out from behind a tree. She has big red eyes. And
Red eyes. Damn.
Yeah,
Red eyes.
she has red eyes.
Red eyes. What?
His
Red-
mom.
No.
They're kind of like a hazily red, not like. She's not like evil child red. It's I guess like more like a burgundy red.
Wow,
Yeah.
you got beautiful eyes.
You have beautiful eyes. The brown contacts now.
Red eyes and curly brown hair. And she kind of giggles and watches you guys as she's poking out from behind a tree. And,
Sappy?
yeah, at the same time, Sterling also calls out, Sappy! And the girl, when you guys call out, then hides behind the tree. And the bunny hops closer. And I imagine you guys follow alongside it. And you see her suddenly dart from that tree to a different tree and do the same thing of like hiding
Ellie, we
behind
can
it.
clearly see you.
And she giggles. She giggles and she hides behind the tree again. And this Sterling kind of calls out, You're being silly again. Can you just show us the way this time? And she giggles a little bit and she comes out from behind the tree. And you see her with her little hand kind of wave you over. And she walks a little bit deeper into the forest, and you see her walk between two oddly colored trees. They stand out from the rest, and they look almost like is it birch trees that are like the white?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Those
white
birch.
ones?
they're white.
Yeah, there's two birch
Well,
trees that she walks
Mhm.
through, and you see her suddenly disappear.
Oh.
The bunny follows, walks between the two trees, also disappears.
Okay,
We follow.
fascinating.
Continue to follow.
Yeah, follow.
As you follow her and the bunny, the moment you guys cross between those two trees, as soon as you break that threshold, the season in the forest suddenly changes and it's fall. But it's an early fall, just as if summer is coming to a close. It's warm. The leaves on the trees are clearer to see now that the fog has almost lifted a little bit. The leaves are starting to change into yellows and oranges and reds, but there's still a lot of green because it hasn't quite reached the peak of fall yet. You guys see a bit of a clearing with a small house in front of you. And the young girl is nowhere to be found. The bunny continues to hop towards the front door that very, very gently opens up and welcomes the bunny and you all inside. And as you guys step through the door, you notice that the home is almost empty. There's there's a booth-like table with two statues of figures sitting at the table, and a wide array of paintings covering every wall within this house. Sitting at the booth-like table, there is the statue of a woman with long, floofy hair and a low side braid, and the other is a small girl, exactly like the one that you guys just saw in the forest that led you here. And between these two statues, there's a bit of space at the table, as if someone else should be sitting there. And you see pillows and blankets in that spot. And on the table, you see a watering can, a thing to make tea, and some teacups. And along the walls, it's a bit odd because it from the outside it was a small house, and this part where the little table and the statues is also looks how it should from the outside, a normal little house, but the rest of the walls are almost unending. They're large and they kind of lose that homely feeling. You can tell that there's walls there, but the only reason you can tell is that they are covered in paintings. Slowly moving paintings, each with a different, very decorative border around them. The frames have different intricate patterns of leaves and flowers, and each painting seems to have a different sort of theme on it. There's actually, if you take a look at the paintings, you notice that they're each moving very slowly. And it's kind of hard to focus on all of them, but you'll notice that some of them look extremely familiar to you all. There's a painting of, you see Heath with a skull on a beach. Well, I guess it's Jeeth. Jeeth? Heathen? Heathen?
It's heathen.
Heathen tossing a
It's
skull
heathen.
on a beach.
Heathen.
If they're
Log-
Jeeth is evil.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right! Jeeth is evil, I forget.
Oh.
You see one of a first person POV of talking to Cyril during a night watch. You see a bloodied Heath during a night watch.
Oh yeah.
With
that's
you see first person POV of looking at Heath and then looking back down at the amulet. You see there's one of Jaren trying to imitate the fireworks along the beach. There's some of you see Willow again in some of these. There's some of there's one of Loomis reaching out as they were
Falling.
yeah, as they were about to fall into that pit. You see Zoe with the what's it called? Oh my god. The bag of cooling. Celebrating as it's finally completed. And you guys see one of Makaria putting her hand on Sterling's shoulder outside of Wave Echo Cave when they made that promise. And there is just a ton of different, very slow-moving moments that you guys have witnessed together. As well as a lot of what you probably assume is Sterling's family. Him when he's younger, his two parents. Some with Safi and some with Willow. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot of paintings on these walls, guys.
Wow, all of his memories.
Now imagine if he was an elf, how many more there would be.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be a maze. A maze.
Amazing.
This maze is like a maze.
Wow.
And
A lot of things.
in Cyril, in your arms, you feel Sterling kind of leaning towards that table with the two statues sitting on it, and he says, I think I'd like to go rest there now. And he kind of points between those two statues where there's all the pillows and blankets.
Oh. Okay.
What about the plant? How should we take care of this plant?
It should be warm enough here. I think it'll be okay.
Well, does it need water?
Yeah, but I have that. There on the table. You see a little watering can there.
Mhm. Okay.
Can we fill it with water?
You look inside. It's actually already filled with water.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that this is a place that he comes to fairly often.
Okay.
So he's got
And the other one's not allowed here?
no.
How many cups are at the table?
There's three. There's three. You see, one is set up in front of the statue of the woman, and then there's one more set up in front of the young girl, and there's one in the middle. He's been having tea parties.
Having some parties with statues of his mom and his sister.
You know.
The statues look very well taken care of. There are no cracks. There are no blemishes.
Oh, okay.
And Sterling the Sterling in your arms kind of you feel him like trying to like get down, and he kind of climbs between the two statues and settles in.
Okay.
And he kind of sets the potted plant in front of him on the table. You see, he looks really exhausted. He looks really
Alright.
tired, and you see his head starting to bob.
I need to put him to bed.
Yeah.
Maybe need a nap.
Let's make some tea. Let him sip on some warm tea.
And then put him to bed over there.
You
There's a
guys-
kettle?
Needs to go- Baby needs to go night-night.
I know, I need to go. Past his bedtime.
You guys look to make tea, and there's not really anything to make tea. There's just the watering can and the teacups.
Oh, I think we
We're
just need to
still-
put him to bed.
Okay.
But he kind of
Let's-
settles in, and he
Yeah.
looks out at the all the paintings on the wall. And as his head's kind of bobbing, you see a bit of confusion on his face. And he kind of looks up at you guys and he goes, "Oh, you guys are all here. What happened?"
What?
AC, his
What?
head kind of starting to bob as he's struggling to like stay awake, and he says, You guys rescued me again. Zoe,
What?
I heard your voice back there.
Hmm.
Whatever you did, I think it worked."
Is this adult Sterling voice coming out of a kid?
I think it still probably sounds more like a kid. It's not a man
Okay.
voice coming out of the kid.
A man
It still
voice.
sounds like him. It still sounds like baby Sterling.
Definitely.
That would have been.
He's just like,
I
"Hello, I went through puberty."
Thanks for being here.
I don't know what you did, but it worked.
It's not like he's going, I'm happy to see you all one last time.
One last time.
Rescue
Okay,
me.
Dude,
goodbye.
it sounds like he's got cancer, my guy.
I know.
Oh my God. Rosebud.
And you guys see his head like bob, like he's about to fall asleep, and he just says one last, "Thank you," and his head kind of gently falls to the table as he
Oh,
falls
catch him.
asleep.
Oh, my head, my hand.
Do the head
Um,
slam.
Yeah. No!
Let him.
Sarah puts her hand there. No.
And the
Cyril's got him.
you guys see
Yeah, she
the
got-
two
she
little
got it.
bunnies kind of hop onto the table, and you see as they start melting,
Oh,
and the snow melts away, revealing underneath there are two little stone bunnies.
Oh,
Yeah,
Two?
there was two. There was the one that was on his shoulder, and there was the one that you guys were following. So they both
it was.
hopped
Oh,
onto the table.
I thought they were the same one.
There's two. He made that other one to show
Right.
you guys that he can make them.
I see.
He manifested stone.
Yes.
Mm.
I mean, they didn't die. They're stone.
Rock. Rock.
Or are they dead?
Rock.
Or dead.
It's like Frosty a Snowman. You put the snow back on them, they'll be back.
Yeah.
Well, just
Put the
like
pebbles back on his head.
what's his name?
Olaf?
Olaf.
Oh.
What?
Just give him his permafrost.
Oh.
Give him his permafrost. Put his rocks back.
You joke that he's Elsa.
We went into the unknown. We went to Otto Holland and came back.
After the stone bunnies like settle, they stop moving entirely, and as Sterling falls deeper into his sleep, you guys see your vision start to darken, and you also all lose consciousness in this warm little home.
Nap time.
Nappy,
that's not
nappy
bad.
time for everyone.
Everybody, dog pile.
Oh my.
That's the best way to warm up, the dog pile.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Yippee!
On the
Yippee!
On the floor.
Dog pile next to Sterling.
Yeah. Yeah. Cuddle puddle, yay.
Oh my gosh. We'll be like the other statues surrounding him,
Cuddle,
but like
cuddle.
not statues.
We're real.
Oh my god, it's like for real.
It's a family image, dude.
Oh my
Aw.
god.
Oh my
So
god.
quick, someone pull out the Polaroid portrait.
We don't have that. We have no items.
True.
Wait, he's gonna wake up like that, and they're all gonna be around him like that.
Actually,
Mhm.
funny enough, when you're on the dream staff, you're still.
No, I'm
You
saying
just
like
guys-
when they
it's
were going to
however you
sleep, they
guys,
could
like, set up the
dogpile
floor.
around him.
You guys said you guys slept on the floor.
We did.
That was a
I
specific
said,
thing that you guys.
Never
As
mind.
far as on the bed.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sarah's like crisscross applesauce on the floor. Like,
I think who was it? There was one who took the. Oh, Makara's on the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on the bed.
Makara's the only one on the bed.
yeah, everyone else is on the floor.
All
Aaron
right.
needs to sleep on the floor.
know.
Yippee! Back to you, Jen.
Yo, put Loomis away. Put him away.
Oh yeah, bye, Loomis.
Hallelujah.
Bye,
Alrighty,
Lydia.
so,
I have to find him.
As you guys come to, you guys feel a little bit of that grog, as you kind of wake up. And, I will say, because of how long you guys have been in there, it is morning.
Oh my gosh, it's morning.
Yeah,
Big
it is
sleep.
morning. Yeah, it was big
We
sleep.
slept the entire night.
Oh, shit.
Those who were sleeping on the floor, your back be hurting. Um,
This ain't the first time I slept on the floor.
I know,
It's not the
Jared, you
first
slept
time.
in the mud.
True.
That's into it.
You did sleep in mud. You slept in the pits.
But Jaren has militia training, okay? This ain't brand new.
But you can see as Sterling is still asleep. I would say probably because of this, you guys are woke up like around like, oh, but you guys did go to bed early. So I would say you guys woke up at a normal, decent time, funny enough.
Wow.
I will also say, because as the benefits of the dream staff, everybody receives rest, even though you didn't really go through the full time. The dream staff gives you guys the benefit of having a long rest for a short amount of time. And you guys kind of sit there, almost kind of feels like a dream. And did you really go into Sterling's dream state? Feels dreamlike. But you see the dream staff out, and yeah, you definitely did.
My head.
Zoe, can I have you make a wisdom save for me real quick?
Okey-dokey. This time. Wins. Oh, you said save. Sorry, I automatically
you're
went for a
totally
check.
fine. Yeah.
Save. S-Wiz, not C-Wiz.
Okay, even better.
There we go, 23.
Both rolls would have been fine. So
perfect.
you kind of sit there, and you get this sharp pain in your head. And even though you slept, and you're in somebody else's, you hear the roar of horses, and you see the flash of the hand, the mouth on the hand, and
Yeah.
horses, the shadowy figures of horses running in the darkness, and flashes of one coming towards you, a black horse. And
Are we still getting visions?
You blink again, and this time you feel fangs bite into your hand.
Ooh.
You can feel that pressure into your hand.
What?
And
spooky.
You blink again, the vision's over. And you look back at your hand.
Yeah.
And you see a little bit of ichor.
No!
On your hand.
Great. More
my
ichor.
God.
Let me not get this on anybody and try and go water it off.
So he has visions because of the ichor?
Guess so.
Ichor visions.
Yes, she did pick up the seed.
He did. He did indeed. My goodness. Can Macario, like, get up and check if Sterling is okay?
Yeah, you can. So you kind of go check on Sterling. Make him.
You cut out.
Oh, medicine check. That's me cutting out.
Okay.
I
I
forget.
can't believe Jaren is the only one that stood up that time. Jaren stood up and sat back down.
Oh, 5.
Jen left.
I can tell.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, he's asleep. I will say he looks like he's sleeping well.
Okay.
He's not whimpering
I
like
think-
he did earlier.
He
I think all
wasn't
Macario
whimpering.
did.
Yeah, he was having the two wolves inside him were fighting.
Yeah.
Was like basically check his pulse.
Yeah,
I think
he's alive.
Okay.
There's nothing coming out of his orifices. No,
No,
ichor
nothing.
or anything.
No ichor.
Oh, okay.
The car's thinking, like, should I wake him up? Mm,
No,
Just let
he's
him-
asleep.
He's
Let him
thinking. Okay.
Loomis kind of
So-
cracks his back.
He needs it. Oh,
Yeah, he's cracking his back. He's like, oh, well, that was something.
He seems to be calmer now. Not making noise or furrowing his brows.
that's good.
How was your first dream, man? I don't even know what you would call it, but
That
Oh.
was something.
First
Yeah, that
dream
was-
walk.
First dream walk.
First
Oh.
dream walk.
That is definitely something.
well, I mean, you can check on Sterling if you want, but he seems fine-ish. He's
Normal.
alive.
Yeah.
But let him rest.
I think, yeah, letting him sleep a little bit more would be good. We still don't know if the effect of the poison is still there.
Is Zoe back?
Yeah, Zoe's back. Zoe is
Where's Zoe?
Zoe is in the room.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody's in the room still. It was just her waking up and then immediately having that headache and visions. And then the
Okay.
thing in her hand.
So whatever is affecting Sterling is definitely the black ichor that we found on what's her Lola's room? Lobella?
Lobelia.
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 Her room. And it is caused by this ancient seed and power that Dr. Sayers is also kind of studying-ish. I mean, they're all connected.
So Sterling got injected with ichor.
Yeah. Modified ichor.
Does that mean? I don't think he's like cursed like Cyril and Zoe.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Jaren?
Yeah, Jaren.
Jaren.
And if you want to, Makari, you can as well.
Okay, I will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will.
8.
Oh.
14.
From what you've experienced, the ichor seems to affect everybody differently. But one commonality, it affects the mind and specifically dreams. And that seems to be the commonality. And potentially maybe that's why, knowing the notes that you got from Lola, that the ichor is the catalyst that triggers the brain to go, or for Asmars to go into that necrotic state, into the necrotic shroud state, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it forcibly pulls the mind into that fight or flight state.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like for the dosage that it is that Sterling got, it doesn't seem like it was a lot, but you saw like the little vial that she had. If he were to drink all of it, probably would be having a lot more severe cases. But for Cyril, she's definitely has it the worst, as she has the direct contact of the seed. Zoe seems fine, minus the dreams. Basically, that seems to be the only thing that's affecting her, is just the dreams. So it's like having contact, but not consistent contact. It's more of like a side effect.
Got radiation poisoning.
Yeah, radiation poisoning. Yeah.
Taking notes on their symptoms. So, how did you feel, Cyril and Zoe, while you were in the dream state with Sterling? You said something tugged in your heart when Sterling coughed up some ichor?
Yeah, I felt a tug in my chest.
Connection.
Okay. Noting that down. But you don't feel in pain or no memory losses?
No, I don't.
Not as right now. No.
Can you still see pictures of your baby?
I look at the baby.
The same state that it was last when you checked.
Still a blur?
Still like a little fuzzy, but I can see him.
Yeah, it's like you need to put glasses on.
I have old eyes. My memories, they're old.
Oh my god. Okay. At least it's not getting worse. Zoe, how are you feeling? Did you feel anything when Sterling coughed up the ichor?
I seem to be mostly unaffected, but I feel like there is some connection there.
Okay. So nothing weird happened.
Me out of game. I didn't, not other than the dreams and the headache. No, not on my way. I might have missed something maybe.
Headaches. You mean like on the ship?
Kind of, yeah. I had some just now, and I seem to be sporting a bite mark.
What? Bite
Yes,
mark?
dear.
Something bit you?
What do you mean? Just now? Karia notes this down. You're saying that after you woke up from the dream state, that you experienced some sort of headache and bite marks?
I saw the man with the hand again as well. Well, with the hands. You know the one.
Oh, from the boat. Dream. Can you describe a bit more of your visions?
So it was kind of choppy. It flashed around a little bit. And Jen, were you gonna say something a minute ago?
Yeah, I was gonna say that, so that in terms of clarification, in terms of these dreams, it all started when you, like, pretty much the night after you touched the seed. Basically, you've been having one every single night.
Oh dear, it's been every night. It feels spread out to me. Thank you for the clarification.
Every single night, yeah.
Every single night. They haven't stopped.
Is it the same dream?
Well, the man with the hands was there again. Was there anything
Yeah,
noticeably
I
different?
actually can
I
tell
feel like
you. So basically, the first time you had this dream, you heard it calling out to you. The Icker, basically. The second time, the figure with the mouth on the hand reached out to you, calling to you that the seeds were ready, that they are almost ripe, basically. The third dream was the one where the figure turns from you out into the darkness, and that's where you hear these horse sounds, kind of calling out the distance.
Yes.
And then this last one was what the horses were starting to become a little bit more clearer, and you saw what looked like a black horse running towards you, and then the vision of fangs biting onto your hand.
I heard the sound of the horses were becoming clear. One was running towards me. I felt a bite on my hand, and I woke up with this ichor spot.
You're oozing ichor on your hand?
Is it oozing, or is it kind of just like a tattoo, or like what is it doing?
It's like it's almost like you dripped water on you. So it's not attached to you in any way.
To get it off.
But yeah, but if you rub it off,
I will try and.
Yeah.
So it
I will
didn't
try and...
come out of her; it just appeared on her. Is that what you're saying?
It did come out of her.
It came out of her. She's oozing it.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
But when you wipe it away, there is no
hole that's like
no
oozing
hole whatsoever.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Zoe produced the ooze herself.
My soul time. It probably just came from me. Yeah.
Well, there's no hole. Well, sounds like these visions are more powerful than they seem if they're affecting you physically. And I'm guessing these horses may be symbolizing the ancient seed's powers.
No.
We'll have just keep telling us about your dreams, Zoe. It seems like they're puzzle pieces to a bigger picture.
One that is getting nearer, I think.
And let us know if you ever feel pains or any other symptoms, faint, or if you start oozing anywhere else.
Most definitely.
We may have to quarantine Zoe.
She's like, God damn it, half the party.
I know. We can't have someone oozing the black ichor. And especially not next to you two who've already been corrupted. And it seems like it's affecting you all quite differently. Fascinating.
We're all turning into Makari's guinea pigs.
I am the scientist now.
Yep, she's gonna be the master, like lead authority on ichor.
She thought I got her doctorate, man.
Doctorate's an ichor.
I mean, what am I gonna do with this? And she's like, I'm gonna keep this. Okay. That's good to know. And Jaren, how are you feeling?
I mean, I've done this before, so I assume he's like okay.
He's fine.
Jaren.
Jaren and Mikaria and Loomis are like the only ones who are like untouched, unfazed. This is like a normal dream stuff in a way.
Okay. That's my first time dream walking, I guess, too. I don't normally sleep, so I feel
How was your
quite.
sleep?
Is this what sleep feels like?
It's quite yes.
Wait, you too, huh?
Yeah.
Looks
No.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, for elves, it puts you into that trance state.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
Yeah.
yeah.
We are just meditating.
You only
Yeah,
sleep if you're
forces
like really,
and-
really tired.
Yeah.
We're just meditating.
Yeah. It's a bit different to what I'm used to.
Yeah. Well, at least we know what's going on with Sterling. Maybe we should talk to. I'm not sure who we can talk to. Dr. Sayers?
Loomis kind of goes and thinks, he goes, well, if it's about these seeds or the, I think Dr. Sayers does have some expertise in that. I don't think she really talked about like a mouth hand guy and horses when I was there. So, but she did say, and she did warn us to keep our distance whenever she got close to the Ichor.
Has she touched the Ichor before, Loomis?
Let me see. Actually, let me roll to see if he knows this.
Come on, Lou, don't be sleeping.
Yeah. So D20 perception. Okay, 18. He goes, well, it was kind of far away. She really made sure that we kept the distance from it, but I mean, I was kind of curious what she's doing, and she didn't necessarily touch the Ichor, but she seemed pretty well versed in knowing how to extract or contain it. She would take it and have it almost run into vials that she kept, and she would save it, and she would also isolate it. So I think she's familiar with having interacting with the Ichor.
Hey, when you say extract, where is she extracting this from?
So when we were in the Mirror of Dead Men, she was saying this is one of the ley lines, and she found this one section where the undead and the negative energy seemed to be of strongest in the Mirror of Dead Men. I imagine because she's such an expert in this that she just kind of knew what to look for. And she would tell us signs of its altering of the land, and warn us what to touch and what not to. And we found this, I guess, horde of undead that seemed to have been collecting or conjugating in this one particular spot. And
that seems similar.
Yes. And we had to kind of fight off a lot of the undead while she got in for a closer look. And I mean, that's partially why I was brought along, as I have a lot of skills that do very well against the undead as a paladin. And basically, me and Q and Lola, you can kind of see him get a little sad with this thought.
Aww.
And we kind of held the line for a bit while Dr. Sayers went deeper in for her research. And when she was done, we booked it. I don't know if she did anything or extracted anything or was just there to look. We were a little too busy fighting the hordes. But she definitely did leave in a rush. So whatever there might have been potentially too much for her. I don't know. But she seemed at the very least satisfied with what she was learning.
Well, we did tell her we would update her about what we find.
Mm-hmm.
We did find a lot when we were.
Yeah, it seems like you had a similar experience with this was when you guys went to that underground water druid thing, right?
Yes, there were hordes of undead zombies.
Yes.
There were really strong ley line connections, and then there were the seeds.
Let me check something real quick. I wonder if Loomis would know this.
But removing the seed also purified the area.
Okay. Let me see. He was like, there was a lot of undead there. We were finding a lot of ghosts there. And a lot of corrupted face spiders.
What spiders?
Phase spiders. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Did you fight stuff that was very similar?
No, we were just mostly fighting. A lot of hordes of undead sailors. They were pretty normal zombies for the most part. Except for that baby Leviathan, which was, I guess, a ghost. Right?
Huh.
The Leviathan was a ghost for sure. And a death tyrant? I guess that's it.
Did you experience any? I mean, when we were at the Mirror of Dead Men, there were a lot of voices that were trying to kind of take over our minds. I mean, and Dr. Sayers kind of she had I guess special equipment that was able for us to kind of not be affected by it.
Voices.
Yes, she was saying it was coming from the ethereal plane.
Ethereal?
The ethereal.
Ethereal plane. I see. So I'm guessing your seed connected to the ethereal plane. Our seed connected to the water plane, so we weren't really hearing much voices.
And you said you encountered another plane, right? Or sorry, I feel like you guys vaguely said something about the astral sea, and there was a seed there.
Well, yeah, I mean, the astral sea when we were inside. It wasn't caused by the seed, I don't think, but it probably was in a ley line. It was somebody who was corrupted or something. I don't even know if I can call it a thing. A magical creature that was corrupted by the seed. That was inside the astral plane. And we were also inside the astral plane, so I don't know if that's similar.
Very interesting.
Lucid that?
I said Loomis is kind of like thinking. He's doing. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I don't believe it would be the same as what Dr. Sayers and we saw recently. But we are trying to figure out how to open up a plane to the astral sea again. And it seems like these ley lines don't always open up to the plane you want. It doesn't seem like.
Sorry, this is just me thinking, but do you think that these seeds open up the planes? So, do you think that... I think this is a very bad idea, and I don't recommend you doing this, but do you think you can use a seed to open up to the astral sea?
It could be possible, but it takes time. And I don't know how much time it takes to form a plane and how much time it takes to corrupt the land. It seems like when that seed formed in that druid temple, they had enough time to at least document the changes and the corruption, but we are not really familiar with the timeline.
I wonder how many seeds there are.
That is a good question indeed, and we also need to figure out, where in the ley lines would make sense where it would connect to the astral plane as well. But maybe Dr. Sayers would know a little bit more about that.
Maybe. I would say probably around this time. Sterling, you're about to stir. You're working. We're waking up.
He's working.
He's
working.
He working. Yeah, he working awake.
You just hear light chattering in the background.
Yes.
Soft chattering.
Sterling's like, I feel like his eyes like flutter open like normal, and then he suddenly shoots up.
Oh. Hi.
He's very groggy, but he's like, "What happened? Where are we? What's going on?"
We're in the. We're in your room. We're in the guest room.
Is this real?
Okay. Yes, it's real.
This
is very real. You are real. We're real.
Do you sleep well?
Is anyone? What happened? Is anyone hurt?
Nope.
We're okay. We're all fine. Lou's here. Loomis is here.
How are you feeling?
Everything's been handled. Don't worry.
It's a great question. How is he feeling?
How are you feeling?
Exhausted, but no points of exhaustion. You just lost your point of exhaustion.
He's just like, oh.
But yeah, and then kind of that same. I feel like every time you use Necrotic Shroud, there's like this leftover like darkness that you feel.
Bad vibes.
Yeah, bad vibes. And you feel that familiar, like, residue, like, negative energy kind of residue.
He'll say, I have felt better, but I've also felt worse.
I guess that
Not bad.
kind
not
of
good.
answers it.
So. Not good, but not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Hey, not bad.
don't worry.
Good.
You didn't kill anyone, and
Mhm.
got you back to normal.
You didn't hurt anyone either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Zoe.
Oh, yes. It seems she got through to you.
Yes.
Glad you could. We're not sure we could reach you. We had to try.
Well,
It's
whatever
not
you
your
did, it worked. So that's good. That's a step in
Yeah.
the right direction.
Yeah, now 2 people in the party can bring you back. At least.
It's
like-
I feel like a lot of it's like kind of coming back to him of what happened. A lot of the things I said weren't that's not a lot of the things I said weren't true.
It was poison, most likely.
Oh, speaking of poison, Sterling, you've been infected by the dark ancient seed.
The darkness.
The seed?
Yeah, you know, the thing that's corrupting Cyril and Zoe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We've confirmed the black liquid Lola was using is connected. And we took a look at this file, the vial, and it stirred something up in Cyril, so we definitely confirmed that it is the seed of corruption.
She used
Apparently,
that?
yeah, apparently she used it on you. It's supposed to draw out your dark side.
My darkness. My
Your
demons.
darkness.
Your
My
dark side.
demons.
Yeah,
That
your
side.
demon.
That
Mhm.
that one.
So
The other one.
So that's why it felt different this time.
Yeah, we're monitoring your symptoms
You're on
too.
probation.
Everyone's on triage.
I'm on probation. Yippee, yippee,
You're in isolation.
yippee.
Yeah, just report anything different you feel like when you use your magic, if you connect to your goddess, if you have any dreams. Zoe's been having visions every night.
Oh yeah, her dreams have been getting weird.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have another one?
She did.
She
oozed ichor
She oozed ichor?
from her hand, yes.
What?
Because of the dream.
Something bit her in her dream.
And ichor oozed out of her.
That's not good.
Yes, we were thinking about informing Dr. Sayers about all these symptoms and how you and Zoe are both affected as well. And it seems like it's affecting you both differently. Because you're not having visions, right?
No?
And, yes, okay.
You're not having your memories stolen either?
Yeah, like, do you have images of people you love? Can you see them?
I
Concentrate.
don't have any images of people.
Okay.
But, I mean, would I even know if I lost memories?
Well, yeah, like when you think about them, they will
If
maybe
you think about
blurry?
them, can you see their faces?
If Sterling thinks about his family and like Willow, can he see them in his mind's eye?
Can you see him in his mind palace?
Yeah, you can see your family. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I remember what they look like.
Okay, so have not
Then-
lost memory of family yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Rhea writes this down.
You didn't lose anything. Focus on that.
It sounds like she's filling out his chart.
I know. Any
This
nausea,
is
headaches, pre-existing conditions.
This is like
Hallucination.
What's your social security number? Payment information, your insurance,
Your medical record
the
number.
deed to your house.
I mean, if you want to give me that too.
No. No. Sterling doesn't own property. He's fine.
He's homeless.
He's homeless. He doesn't even have an address to send things.
He's a nomad. Nomad.
Yeah.
Sorry, nomad.
I'm sure he's got a treehouse somewhere, but he definitely doesn't own the property.
He
No
knows
way.
he owns something, but they don't.
Yeah.
The property owner doesn't.
All right. We should think about what we want to say to Dr. Sayers besides the update. Like,
It's a new day.
if you ask her about how to contain the acre, maybe? Or how to safely contain an acre.
Try to shoot her like ascending.
Yeah.
The last we sent something, she was injured in some sort of hospital.
Hospital.
Right.
She was in a
She wa-
doctor's office or something.
She's in the hospital.
Maybe we should check if she's okay. She was going to visit
Oh, Ibis.
Alcor eventually
She got held up.
by the hospital.
I think it's only been hasn't it only been like 2 days in campaign since we.
Yeah, it's only been 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 days. Oh, she's
She
probably
might
still at the
still
hospital.
be. She might still be recovering.
Loomis wasn't aware of her condition, was he?
No, he's kind of like, you can see him being kind of surprised by that. He's like,
She was.
she was fine when she left.
Poor Loomis. Every time we are chatting, he's like, "Oh my god."
Stuff
Yeah,
always
we have,
happens.
Things happen.
like-
He's like, "Eh, what?
I know.
Excuse me, what?
She what?
She was fine when I left. Oh yeah, she's in the hospital.
She was pretty badly injured after leaving your presence.
You know what? This is
Loomis,
Loomis.
that's not my
This is
fault.
Loomis.
Yeah, that is Loomis. That is very much Loomis.
Loomis.
Every time.
The last time we called him too, we were like, "Hey, just to let you know, we're on a sinking ship right now. We will see you later. Congrats on Lola's graduation."
Hi, Loomis. Lola tried to kill us.
Bad news about the graduation.
There isn't one.
Ah,
We're gonna die.
She's about to graduate from life, is what's gonna happen to her.
oh my god. No wonder Loomis is messed up.
He's like, oh my god. But he goes, well, actually, speaking of Lola, it seems like it's the next day. I think
Should we
s3e09.
go check on her?
That was maybe s3e09 made a decision.
Yeah. We should check with them.
Yes.
We should tell him about the diaries.
Evidence? Oh yeah, the diary too. The evidence we've collected. All right. Let's go.
Yeah, so you guys kind of head over to s3e09's office, and you hear a little bit of discussing happening back there, before you, as you kind of come up to the door. And it sounds like s3e09 is talking to, a woman. Some unknown woman's voice. Actually, hold on. You would recognize this voice.
It's Q?
Dun dun dun.
No, it is the Coatl.
I knew it.
Hmm.
I knew it.
The Coatl.
Okay.
She was fun.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for
Almost died.
such a
So,
We
and
knock
yeah, you guys knock on the door. You hear s3e09 go, "Come on in."
and walk in.
You guys walk in, and s3e09's face when he sees Sterling actually lights up, and he goes,
What?
he goes, it's almost like lights up in like relief, basically. And he kind of goes, he's like, "Oh, you're okay. We were all really worried there. Seems like you're back to normal."
Yeah, it seems like Lola had some sort of poison that she used, and it made that happen. I'm really sorry for causing so much trouble.
He goes, "I'm just glad that you got through it." And Loomis kind of comes up and he goes, "Yes, Mr. Marak, we have the ingredients for the said poison here." And he kind of opens up his bag and hands out the eyes and the acre that you guys gave him.
Yeah.
Kind of puts it on the desk in front of not Loomis, s3e09. And you can see s3e09 looking at this, and his usual joking, I guess, like, he just has like a jokester face usually. Kind of go back into that more seriousness, and especially when he sees the eyes, and you can tell he instantly recognizes what those are.
Sterling also looks mortified seeing these eyes for the first time.
Oh yeah, for the first time. Yeah.
He probably looks a little pale.
Don't look, Sterling. It's too late, but yeah, she really wasn't joking about the eyes. And do we give him the diary?
Do you guys give him the diary?
I don't see why not.
All right, you hand him the diary. He kind of flips through it, and you can see his like expression furl and darken even more. And he goes,
Oh.
"I understand. So, seems like what she was saying is probably the first bit of truth that we've heard from her since the time we met her."
It seems so. It seems like she didn't mind speaking the truth while in the zone of truth.
And he kind of puts the book down, and he actually uses it, the book, to kind of cover up the eyes
right.
from his perspective, so
Mhm.
he cannot see them. And he kind of goes and thinks, well, it's a good thing that her silence ritual has already been taken care of. We just have to make sure she doesn't hurt anybody else.
Yeah. What are your plans for that?
We don't quite know, really, but you guys are gonna hate me. Sneesaw kind of goes and he goes,
My
well,
God.
we'll see if we can help her in any way we can, but we'll see what we can do. At the very least, we'll keep an eye on her.
You're going to let her go or keep her here?
Well, we've done our due diligence in having her be silenced. So she will not be able to leak any information for the braided solidarity.
How exactly are you going to keep an eye on her?
Well,
She
that's
won't.
to be figured out. We could take her to the Lord's Alliance and explain the situation. Or we keep an eye on her ourselves, though we're not necessarily equipped to be a jailer.
I doubt it. She's also a great liar. Mm, I'm just concerned how will we know she won't come and try to attack Sterling again?
I understand that's your guys' concern, and you have valid reasons to have that grievance with her. I mean, if you wish to decide what her fate is, I guess it's only fair to take that in consideration. But I tend to have a practice of forgiveness. Not necessarily absolving of her all of her crimes, but we don't deal harsh punishment here.
Maybe it's an asthma thing. You guys are so soft. Well, since she is or was part of your guild, it is only right for me to abstain from my judgment on how you handle matters. Since Sterling was affected the most, I think he should have a say at least. Although his answers might not be any different from what you want. Sterling.
Like I said, it's only fair to take whatever you say in consideration.
Yes, how would you like to deal with Lola? Knowing that she is definitely a murderer and does want your eyes.
Oh my god. My eyes!
But
And
she
she
didn't.
is. Yeah. Well,
It's a little complicated.
and she did poison you, and now you're forever affected. You're terminally ill.
He's forever affected?
I mean, he's been touched by the Ichor now, so.
Mhm. Fact, it's not something that just passes over quickly,
It's
especially for your short human lifespan or half human lifespan.
Macaria just wants her wants to die. It's your choice, Sterling.
That's kind of a lot to. That's a big choice to make.
Otherwise, you
I
can
think-
leave it up to Sneeze-Snaw.
Oh, I think in the end it is up to Sneeze-Snaw because I think
Yes.
even though we did fight her,
It's still like their organization. She did it
Mhm.
in. So
yeah, their organization and from the diaries, she's the reason his sister's dead.
as much as he would probably like to kill her, this is me.
Not through. Oh yeah, I guess so.
Nisla kind of sees a little bit of your guys' disappointment in
Disappointment?
I guess Vicaria's disappointment.
Still-
He kind of goes, I understand that in some cases what Lola has done would cause for the permanent stop to this. But I usually don't go about in ending a life. I take this very seriously, of course, but when we wouldn't go through a silence ritual if we didn't think that anybody is worth redeeming. And
Well,
I say this in the utmost seriousness, but when we find somebody's not right for the organization, we force them out, but we do not kill. And this is why we did a silence ritual, so we ourselves are protected, and we do let other organizations that we are allied with know, and
Mhm.
in a way blacklist them. But for Lola's case, because of her abilities and knowledge and skill set, we are considering handing her over to the Lord's Alliance. And with these journal entries, I think, and how she has actively hunted against other individuals, she might have a case of being
Institutionalized.
Arrested, per
Oh.
se.
The-
Okay.
that
We aren't lawmakers in any way. We are purely an organization of mercenaries with a very particular moral code. We do not enforce the laws. We merely just are meant to hire.
leave it to law.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Fair enough.
that is your judgment, and I am not very disappointed. It's
Vicaria's
just
like, I guess.
I just don't enjoy leaving loose ends, but that may be because of my background. But I respect your decision. And it's not the first time I've had to leave something up to the Lord's Alliance.
Ah, the spider.
Mhm.
The spider.
Didn't the spider get away?
I don't
Mhm.
know. Oh, did he? I don't remember.
Didn't he?
Did he?
I don't know.
I don't think he
They still
did.
have him in jail.
So did I. You guys hogtied him really well.
Didn't his legs
Good
get broken
housekeeping.
too?
Yeah, his legs got broken, so he couldn't
What?
run
Yeah,
away.
I think he's.
Is it
Oh
He's still in
yeah.
jail.
We
Didn't he get
fucked that guy
hogtied
up.
and stuff?
Damn. We fucked him
think
up.
he's
Him
still
and
in
his stupid
jail.
rat.
Yeah. No, that's another guy.
That's a different guy? Wait, who
Yeah,
is the
different
black
guy.
spider
Yeah.
from?
The black spider is the guy from the not the Wave Echo Cave.
the one that Zoe bit the legs of?
Yeah.
Broke his
Oh my
legs.
god.
The guy with the rat
Wait,
was from
who's
the Red
rat
Brand.
guy? Holy fuck! They melded together in my brain. I thought they
Yeah,
were
they're
the
two
same
different
I mean, they
people.
technically
They
were
work
like
for each other.
together.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was
okay.
like the wizard for the spider, kind of working under him, but
Mhm.
Spider was the head honcho.
Got it.
Mhm.
That's why
Yeah.
my brain combined them.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, we were just like, this corrupted mirror might let him go. Right.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's what we
can
were
talk to,
worried
like,
about.
Ryan.
The mayor was corrupted. Okay,
Yes.
Mhm.
that's what it
Yeah.
was. Sorry, that was a really long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was very much long time ago. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, and he goes, but if you have your own grievances, we won't get in the way of that.
I think I would like to prove Lilo wrong. She. Sorry. I'll be laughing in the background.
Oh, that was
Um,
a ghost.
I would rather. It goes, ooh, ha ha ha. He's laughing.
Don't look! Don't look!
um, she claims that everyone has like some evil in them, right? And I think I'd rather give her the opportunity to change her mind if possible. You can feel Makaria's like disappointment.
But in a way, as much as you feel Makaria's disappointment, you also feel a little bit of you see a little bit of a smile from s3e09. As he gets what you're saying, and he doesn't say anything, but you can tell that there's a little bit of an approval. And
Yippee!
yeah, he gets a little bit of there's hope for you yet kind of thing, like vibe.
Mhm. Yeah. Well,
there is hope.
yeah.
He kind of sighs and he goes, again, sometimes forgiveness to an extent is a harder road than that of retribution. And there's a lot of strength in what you say, Sterling. It's not easy to forgive. Don't forget to show that kindness to yourself, too.
So it kind of gives him a smile, but there's still a bit of that like conflictedness. Oh my god, I stuttered. I'm gonna have to kill you all now. Y'all have to die. No witnesses. He still feels a lot of like conflicted emotions around all of the above.
Yes, darling. Words of affirmation. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's affirmation, it's more of just letting go.
They said it in his dreamscape too.
Yeah. She did.
Oh my god, is that something that Makaria has been doing on her own?
What?
Is that part of her morning routine?
Yeah, she says,
She does the
I will
positive
not-
affirmation.
Yeah, she says, I am nice. I am nice. Do not.
Oh my god, Macaria!
This cat.
Don't kill them today.
Don't kill him today.
No
Get
murder.
your revenge tomorrow.
No murder. No murder.
Get along with your party.
Do not kill your party when they do something wrong.
I will be patient with them. For now.
Yeah. You're patient. You're calm. It's her mantra.
All right. And I know we're still kind of in the middle of RP here, but it is just about to be 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I am going to end the session here.
Yay.
So hard end at 11.
Yippee!
Yeah.
Yippee!
Thank you. I
It's
was starting
11.
to pass away. in the
Yeah, no,
background.
I get you. I get you. I did promise a hard end at 11.
We're all still alive! Yippee! Woohoo!
Yippee!
Yappa! Thank you to those who watched or will watch. Keep an eye out on our Instagram for last minute stream updates or in my Discord server for also very last minute stream updates. Thank you guys for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye!